I'm on Skulls in Shackles Part 2 Electric Boogaloo, the boys in black, as we are currently being called. Um, Began our adventure. We met all of our favorite friends for totally the first times in our lives. We already decided that our goal was to get our things back from Grok as illegally as possible, and we've started taking actions to do that. We also met a couple of friendly faces, namely Sandara, emphasis on how to say her name, um, who seems pretty cool. And we finished our first day. We went to sleep and we woke up, and apparently we're getting jumped.
Hex almost got kill hauled. We survived the bloody hour.
Yeah?
We we made Scrimshaw actually live.
We poured all of the rum overboard so there wouldn't be any rum rations. We went ahead and did that off screen.
Hex drunk all the rum.
Y'all.
Took all the rum. You know where rum rations now.
And that's it.
We also is it fuck? How do you say your name? Filtrain?
Bill Rain.
Bill Rain. Bill Rain.
Filtrain. I forget you guys are Americans and not good at pronunciation.
I didn't.
Look, we're Americans. We find words in back alleys and beat them up.
Yeah.
Exactly. Our language is just bastardized of every other. All right.
You guys have a second language of Spanish and you even can't even do that, right?
Ole. Jalapeno.
Jalapenos on my tacos. Per favor.
Oh my god.
Tortilla.
Quesiadalias.
I will roll a -1 on my initiative.
I wake up, I reach for my gun, and you just hear, damn it, again under her breath.
Are you guys are we good?
I'm in it, bro.
You got the recap?
Pull up the doohickey.
Alright.
I'm rolling initiative.
Alright, hold up. I'm just adding one friend to your fight. Because Sandara is here.
It's a good thing she can channel negative energy, right?
I can make my thing into my quarterstaff, right?
Oh crap. Does she channel negative energy or does she channel positive?
It should be positive.
God. It should be positive, right? Okay, I was like, you got me spooked, bro.
I'm positively sure you know what she does.
Okay. One last little change here. Hold on 1 second, boys. Okay.
I may be a bit scatterbrained when it comes to my turn in combat, just as a warning. Mainly because I don't know I don't know the first steps for combat with me.
Alright.
I don't mind. You guys are gonna love this.
Alright, so we pick up right as the PCs have woken up. You see 6 pirates surrounding you. You don't know who any of them are, other than the orc who Philrain had intimidated, and you guys have kind of seen around the ship. Doesn't ever seem to talk. I don't believe you guys know his name yet. Regardless, he is not the one who speaks up. One of the other unknown pirates kind of walks up. We'll say this guy right here in the south. You guys are laying on the hammocks between little pillars in the ship. You just woke up. And he has a sap in his hands that he's just kind of twirling as he walks up. And he just says, "Oi, you have a good rest then. Wake up feeling refreshed?"
I'm looking.
Am I in with them or I'm still in the villages?
It's up to you.
I'll get up there. I think the village entrance is like here.
No, I think it's right here.
I look at Goliad. Hey, how many of them do you think you can handle at once?
Well, I only have. Let's see. I have a mouth. I have. Oh wait. Uh, sorry.
I did have a quite decent rest. There were some nightmares, but that is usual for rest, I believe. This is my first rest I remember.
2. I can probably take 2.
Are you talking about taking us off?
Well,
Yes.
I think, do any of them have... She's, like, ignoring the guy on purpose. She looks to see if any of them have a crossbow.
Um, they they only seem to be wielding saps. If they do have other weapons, they have none of them on them currently. Just the non-lethal saps. Like everyone here knows, if those hit you, it'll hurt, but it's not going to kill you.
What are saps?
It's like a club.
A baton. Think of like a baton, but maybe more crude.
Is
Is this the procedure known as teaching the pecking order?
Yeah, and the captain said that we're not to kill you specifically. You're not alive and all that. Are we doing this?
Oh, one
Question.
second.
The captain, in his immense strength, could slightly dent me. Are you saying you are even comparable to the captain?
That seems to annoy him. He doesn't really say anything. You think you have 6 seconds. Here's what I'm gonna say. That annoys him and flushes him. The rest of the group are still feeling you out. The only one, these two look a little comfortable with this fight. Kind of like they're like, whatever. This guy starts taking a step towards you. Why?
Come on, boys.
All of their attention focuses to Y for a brief moment. Can I get a perception roll from everybody?
Yes, you can, good
I
buddy.
definitely have something
Yeah.
I want to say.
Yeah, I have a question I want to ask Sandara.
Yeah, I'm kind of while they're talking, we'll do what are you saying, Goliath? I'm gonna say anyone who rolls over a 15 notices that these three. So most of them are focusing on Hex for a brief moment. These three right here are looking at Philrain with intensity. That is all I will say. Goliath, what do you say to Sandra? As she's kind of like waking up too, she's just like, "Oh, what's happening?"
If I kill them, will I get in trouble?
Yes,
Yeah.
don't kill them. Don't kill them. You'll get killed by the captain.
Knocking
Okay.
them out
Okay.
is not killing them. And I believe since they have pursued saps, their intention is also to knock us out. I believe,
As you
what
say
I've
that, he just
heard-
slaps you across the face. I'm making the first attack.
Oh man, I didn't even
Okay.
get to say what I wanted to say.
What
That's
are
a
you
bummer.
gonna say? What are you gonna say? This attack is going off like mid sentence of Hex, just going for the slap.
I was gonna try to convince some of them to go away by using logic. Come on, boys.
No.
Listen,
No.
if Yui beat your ass and you're tired, you're gonna work and you're gonna do a bad job and you're gonna get your ass beat by the captain in the bloody hour. Same thing goes for us. Look, that's all I'm saying, okay?
One of the other ones smiles when you say that. They do not seem very worried about any repercussions.
That's crazy. All right, well I tried.
All right,
Philrain's
23 to
gonna-
hit you, Hex.
I was gonna do a thing.
Yeah, it hits.
It hits. Okay, you take non-lethal damage. Does that do anything to you?
My temp that negates my current temp HP.
Okay. Yeah. So Philrain, you get your one saying before this goes off. I'm just gonna say he's pretty pissed right now. You're not gonna stop him. But if there is something you want to say, feel free to say it, friend.
Philrain's he's gonna stretch, and while he stretches, you'll see the like the little spoon in his hand, the little wooden spoon morph into. How close are we to them?
You are where you are on the map. It is by distance. You're not. It's pretty close quarters. It's very, very
Why
close
do-
quarters.
I don't. My map is always so zoomed. Like I literally had the other 3 parts of the ship in view, but not the part that we're on.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
It's just down. It's just down. That is. It's very
is-
claustrophobic. Very
yeah, really
close.
camp quarters.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
very, very cramped right now.
So you'll see his little wooden spoon. Actually, no. I'm gonna say it was a
Oh.
wood. It was a wooden like, you know those sleep masks that people have. It was a wooden
Yeah.
sleep mask. You're gonna see that shift in to like the shape of a lute,
Okay, that's pretty.
and
funny.
he's just gonna he's gonna stretch while he does it. And he goes, "Listen, boys, I've just had a pretty good sleep. Let's not ruin this morning by getting your blood all over the place."
Well, they didn't listen to logic. So.
They're not. They don't. They did not like that you said that. Yeah. I will give you this. So I do want to give you a little bit of a hint here. Give me a sense motive fill rain.
Oh dear. Can I do perception instead?
No. Oh, that's really good.
Oh wow, that is
Um,
actually very good. Yeah.
That's really good.
You think that there's This feels very intentional and organized.
Okay.
You don't think there's anything you can really say to get out of what comes next.
That's crazy.
Okay. So then, I'll feel and I'll sigh and I'll go. Okay. If you want to get beat up that badly, let's do this.
Well,
And-
my flat-footed AC is 10. I'm gonna go ahead and go do anything else. I'll see you guys in 20 minutes.
Hex, where
Yes.
are you?
I'm
Or
in the
put your
middle of-
initiative in.
It is. It's 0.
It's 0?
Yes.
Oh, my bad. I need to do initiative.
Oh yeah, put yourself in.
Oh, didn't select token.
13. Okay.
It was 13.
Okay. Just, change it to 13. I'll change it. I got it. Okay.
Thank you.
It's done. Okay. All right. Thinking here. Thinking. Just want to make sure. Okay. Okay. This one is gonna 5-foot step right here. God, this is so claustrophobic. This is gonna 5-foot step right here and take a swing at Hex with the sap. A lot of these turns are gonna be kind of basic for right now.
Okay.
So basic, we don't even have music.
Yeah, hold on, you're right.
DM's out here trying to
That's
make
a
this downplay.
8 to hit. Does that hit?
I have I have the shield, so my AC is currently 9.
Nice.
You managed to miss me.
Okay. Cool.
Not you
yeah.
failed to hit me. You managed to miss me.
And let's get this party started. I'll do some somewhat silly music. All right. Missed. That's his turn. That's it. All he does. Next person is gonna be him, who's already swung. He doesn't get a turn. It'll be this guy. He's gonna walk over to Philrain and take a swing.
Don't kiss me. Stop it.
19.
Wow. It hits by 1.
Nice. Okay. You take not that much, just 3 points of non-lethal damage. Wait. I was gonna say, are you?
I will promise, guys. One day, I will absolutely remember how non-lethal works.
Just put it in
One
your
You
sheet.
both, buddy. Me and you both.
They're only doing non-lethal. Put it in the box that says non-lethal. When it equals your
I
max hit
have.
points, you go unconscious.
Okay. One day I'll remember that, but it's not today.
That's fine. Just put the number of non-lethal in the box.
It is.
That's all.
It is.
Okay, great. That's all he does. He does nothing else. Goes to this pirate, swinging on Hex. 120 plus. Nope, he's flanking. So it'll be this much. That's with the flanking bonus, 9.
Okay, he hits, unless I'm still flat-footed, so I can't use my immediate actions.
You are still flat-footed, yeah.
Yep.
This is non-lethal damage gets sneak attack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not
Yeah?
lethal.
Okay. Non-lethal. Okay, you take 10 points of non-lethal damage.
Okay, take 2. 2 enters
Holy
my
mama.
delay damage pool. Or wait. I'll negate 3 of that with the PowerPoint. So 7. So I have 7 in my non-lethal in my delay damage pool.
Okay. This guy, this orc right over here. Is that his turn? Yeah. Okay. The orc will move right here. Juliet, they look at you up and down, and just ignore you. They turn and go for Filray.
Juliet in her
Oh.
head. Thank God.
They look at you. They're just like, they're like, you could wait.
Wait, is this guy an enemy?
Yes, the
And you
orc
gave him the
is-
same border portraits as us?
Yeah,
That's confusing.
he'll survive. This will be pretty high. That's 26 to hit. He
All
rolled
right.
really high.
He needs to go down first.
On me?
Yes, on you.
Yes, that is.
Okay. This does not feel good. You take 11 points of damage from this guy specifically.
Like actual damage.
No, non-lethal, excuse me. Non-lethal.
That probably puts you unconscious, I bet.
It
He's
does.
probably at 0 exactly.
Yep, 0 exactly.
You're disabled, you're not unconscious.
What's disabled do?
You can only take a standard or a move action.
I
Wait, is it
forgot
either
to
or?
put
Or is it both?
it's either or. Hold on 1 second.
I fucking love this music.
It's so dumb, and it's so not fitting for how bad we're getting absolutely bodied right now. But
This guy finishes his turn.
did you accidentally resort the initiative?
He did.
He did.
I did, but that's okay. It goes to an orc. Okay, he
Goliath.
goes. He's done. Goliath, the orc. You see Filrain kind of go down. Just looking at the orc, you see him raising it again to go back at hitting Goliath.
Not permanent.
Does a 13
Or
hit?
to hit Filrain. Excuse me.
Does a 13 hit the orc?
Um,
Say yes.
No, 13 doesn't hit.
Okay. Well, the 20 still hits. So he takes 16 damage. Or I'm
That
assuming the
looks-
20 hits.
Yeah, the 20 hits. What does this look like?
So I'm imagining he's going after Filrain, and I just kind of tap him on the shoulder a little bit, and I'm like, "You walked right past me, and that was
He
your
turns, looks
mistake."
at you. Turns and looks at you.
And it's like full lean back and just smash and punch him towards his face, just pointed towards the ground. I don't know. I doubt he's unconscious yet, but that's what I'm imagining.
It looked like you did massive damage to him. He is not looking good. Just blood trickling down his nose. He looks very panicked suddenly.
Goliath smiles. And it's my turn.
Filrain.
Okay, so just to clarify, I can either do a standard or a move action, nothing else.
Yes, and you won't take damage because this is non-lethal, not true disabled.
Okay.
So you won't go down if you take an action, but you can only do a standard or a move.
Okay. Ooh. What are the boys feeling here? Do you want to be better at hitting, or do you want me to do the act? I feel like the better at hitting might be better.
Better at hitting would be nice.
Okay.
that would
I
be
use
nice, yeah.
I use my standard action. I will be playing with 2 hands. So I will be doing Assuring Anthem and Courageous Chorus. That means all of you have a +1 morale bonus. That's morale, to your attack rolls, and you can re-roll any attack roll that results in a nat 1 or a nat 2.
Cool.
That's really
That is-
cool, actually.
That is my turn.
Post it. This one is going to. Is this one of the ones? He'll step to Hex and go for a swing on her. Okay. That's a really high to hit. Actually, take 10 points of non-lethal damage.
Okay, I actually take damage. 1 point. 1 point goes into my non-lethal and my damage pool, and then I actually take 9 damage.
Damn. Juliet, you are being completely ignored right now.
Well, I'm warning you, I really can't control this. And she turns and liver punches the orc that's ignoring her. If this hits, he might die.
What does this do?
Is that a natural
was
2?
really low.
Dang
That's
it!
a natural
You
2.
can re-roll it. You re-roll it. Natural 2.
All
Is
right.
it natural 2? You roll it because of
Okay,
failure.
cool. That's an 18 with the
It hits
flank.
with the flanking. Yeah, it hits it with the
All right.
flanking. How much
so
damage?
it does 7 plus I spend a point of animus. Okay, game. Another 3.
How much total?
10.
10?
She punches him in the liver, and an explosion of fire comes out of her fist.
He doesn't even pay attention to you. Behind, back, liver punch, boom, down. Just he's on the ground. He's on the ground. Just like, oh, like holding his side. Not unconscious, just incapacitated.
All right.
I already love Assuring Anthem.
Yeah.
Do you guys know how hilarious it is that he went for Phil Rain, ignored me and you, and he just got bodied?
By both of us.
He got bodied.
Absolutely.
That
That
was-
was some.
Juliet, you see him drop and you think he's the strongest one here. And it goes to Sandra Quinn. Sandra Quinn just touches you, Phil Rain. She's like, oh god, oh god, oh god. Just feel better? Feel better? She gives you a little kiss on the cheek. You heal 11 points. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh my god. You heal
11 points
11
of
non-lethal. Yeah, non-lethal's kind of going. Hax, you were getting choked by 4 pirates that are all trying to beat the ever-living crap out of you with their saps.
Okay.
They seem to have a hate boner to you specifically at the moment.
Okay.
That's hot.
Does a 20 hit?
It hits any of them. Who do you want to hit?
Okay, well, I need to make a charge. Sand Shark Rush means I don't take attack opportunities for the charge. So I immediately grab my shield, use it as a surfboard as I slide over here. And yes, I would also use my Lancer's charge thing, so I would just roll damage. This is non-lethal.
Okay.
6 minus 2. 3.
That was the worst damage roll I think I've seen in a long time.
So he takes 3 points of damage. I heal up 3.
Okay.
Because Radiant Dawn.
Oh yeah.
They kind of, they watch you like surf over, and they all look shocked. And then you see 2 of them keep focusing on you, Hex. 2 of them, one of them looks at you, Juliet, and the other one looks at Goliad and the orc on the
Okay.
ground.
Which means my 5 temp HP plus the 3 healing negated exactly 8 points, which was my delayed damage pool. So I'm now at 13 HP.
You're the tank. All right. This one is just going to take a swing at you, Juliet. This is probably going to hit, but not do that much damage.
She yelps.
No.
No.
Is that? Oh no. Okay. Takes a swing at you. Whooshes right past you. Dodge out of the way. This guy is going to go on Hex.
Can I make a sense motive?
Sure. Make me a sense motive. Whoever wants to can.
17.
Oh.
Which of them are going after me this turn?
This one and this one are gonna go after you this turn. They also seem to. Okay. Philrain, they hate you and Hex the most. Like, most of their bloodlust, if you want to call it that, is focused to you two in specific.
Oh, I can still make a 5-foot step. And going there, just because it makes it awkward to flank.
Yeah, so he's in a really bad position then. Okay, he's still there. He's gonna make his attack. Yeah, anyone who rolled over a 20 can tell they are looking specifically at Philrain and Hex the most.
Okay. And immediate action. I'm just gonna go with the DR.
Okay. He hits you. You take
My AC is 7.
8 points of non-lethal damage.
Okay, I will spend 1 power point. I use 2 power points.
You take any damage now?
No.
Gotcha. They are seemingly getting frustrated by their inability to actually hurt you. And the pirate is just like, huh, huh, like just yelling with every hit. They don't understand what's happening.
Salad is busted.
Salad's busted. This one's gonna go for Philrain, who is not prone technically.
Wow.
Yo, are they kidding you?
Wow.
They've rolled so good against you. You take 6 points of non-lethal
Okay, that's
as he takes the club, and he this time targets your arm. And you feel your arm not feel so good. Your arm feels a little bit damaged by that.
That's okay.
This one's gonna go for Goliath.
Did he walk
Goliath, what's your
past
AC?
me?
He walks past you, yes.
Bitch!
Attack of opportunity!
You just slap him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that hits.
1 non-lethal and then 5 fire damage.
He walks past. You're not sure if he saw what you did. As he walks past, he just gets slapped. Probably the hardest he's ever been slapped in his life. And looks at Goliath, turns and looks at you instead. And is going to hit you. I was gonna go for you, Juliet.
Don't ignore me!
That
He
misses.
whiffs.
That's a 9. That's a 9.
I don't even move, he just whiffs.
Another miss. He's unconscious or incapacitated. Goliath, it's your turn. The other guys.
that we go at the same time, Goliath.
What'd you say?
Can I propose we go at the same time, or like you? Because like I'm trying to think about how to do this in a not metagamey way. I kind of want to like say to Goliath, "Hey, big guy, let me help you out with these punks." And because I recognize that you look the physically strongest here. Can we like both 5-foot step? So do we swap places? Is that possible?
Isn't there a rule for doing that? I feel like
you're both readied actions. You can ready a 5-foot step,
Oh, okay.
so you can swap as part
but
of. your
only
five-
if we ready the action, right?
Yeah,
or no?
well, you could take your move action. There's not much room to move here.
Yeah,
Then ready the 5-foot step.
I will say, when it comes to people moving on the same turn, I allow a little bit of bullcrappery because you're both going at the same time, basically. So
I mainly
you can
just want
switch.
to like, it's me trying to say like I just want him to delay without it being a delay because it wouldn't really make sense for him to delay in this situation.
That's fine. You can switch. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal 5-foot stepping, switching when it's both your turns at the same time.
okay.
Okay.
I'm cool with that if you are.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's swap spots. And then, I will. Wait, is that a move action actually? That's not.
And that's just a 5-foot step.
Okay.
So,
Move action, maintain my instrumental. Standard action, I will inspire Goliath. I will start singing Down with the Sickness. And you now will apply the morale bonus to your attack roll. So you have a +3 to your attack now.
god damn.
But
buff.
only
Goliath?
Goliath. Only Goliath.
Goliath, you feel a certain warmth building up within you. A sort of conviction that in this moment, you can do anything. It's your turn.
Okay. The orc that we bodied earlier, he's on the ground down, right?
Yeah, he's down. He's incapacitated.
Okay. I'll go for the one that tried to attack me next.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
This one.
yeah.
Guys to the left, right?
Yeah. Because he's also the one close to Phil Rain. And, one punch might take him down. We'll see. Ignore the electricity damage.
Okay.
As the punch comes out, I'm gonna go, oh?
That's a
16.
15.
It's a +3, 16.
16 hits. 16 hits. 15 doesn't. 15 barely hits, I guess. But 16 hits. He is going to. He falls down unconscious.
Okay. And then with one more punch, I'll hit the guy that's.
Does
My
anyone
head.
have a sense? Does anyone have a sense motive that is higher than 25? Or anyone have a +15 to their sense motive?
No.
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 Okay.
2.
Nothing.
We got
Nothing.
8.
He's
I
got a really good roll.
5.
Okay, cool. That's it. I was just curious. Okay. He's unconscious.
And then I got one more punch for the guy in between Hex and I. Does that hit DM? Does it hit?
Yeah, that hits. That hits. Yeah.
Good job,
Goliad
Goliad.
is our muscle.
Yeah.
Apparently, well, Juliet is when she gets her gun.
Nah.
Punches him. Okay. Does anyone have a sense motive that hits that is a bonus of +13?
No.
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 Or, no, I mean a +3. My bad.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Everyone? Okay. He pretends to fall unconscious.
What?
He's out of the fight.
Wait, he pretended to fall unconscious?
Mhm.
Mm,
You notice that in the back, towards this side, some people are watching the fight. Just other crew members. Not doing anything. They're
They're
just
not actually
watching. They're seeing
unconscious.
what's happening.
Juliet
And
says
it goes
out loud.
to... What'd you say?
Said they're not actually unconscious. They're just pretending. Although I think it's pretty obvious. I'll step on them later.
Are they faking it to try and get out of work?
No, they're faking it so they don't miss their shift and get in trouble.
This one is going to... He's kind of surveys the field. He just leaves. He just walks away. He runs away. Juliet!
Is this one still standing?
Let me see. Which one? This
The
guy?
one, yeah.
he's not.
No, he's unconscious. This one is pretending to be unconscious. This guy is actually unconscious. These two seem to be the last two that are actually fighting.
Okay, so there's no way for me to get a flank unless I come all the way down here and do this.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, what the hell?
We'll take an attack of opportunity, but yeah, that's it.
She ducks out of the way.
Alright.
13 hits me.
AC 14, baby. I'm a Dex character. Alright. As I walk up, I charge myself up with some arcane energy, spend a point of animus to give myself a +2 on this attack, so it'll be at an effective +4. I'm also
flank.
using a maneuver to make him flat-footed, because why not? So
You get
that's,
a +1 from me as well.
yep, that's a, should be a 13 against his flat-footed AC.
That hit, so flat-footed.
Alright, it just does the 6 damage.
So 6 damage. Okay.
Might as well use all the maneuvers I've got. They come back weird, so.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yup.
Okay, Sandra Quinn. Sandara Quinn. Yeah,
Sandara.
Thanks.
Sandara Quinn. God, I'm gonna make a change. Sandara Quinn kind of looks, and doesn't really seem. She's just like, oh, okay. It looks like you guys have this under control. I'm not really much of a fighter, so She gives you thumbs up. You got this.
I will aid another my own attack. I am flanking, so I get a +2, which means my bonus is +2 for my aid another check. I fail to aid another, but I do refresh my maneuvers. And then I guess I am raging. I guess I'll try and punch this guy with my shield.
Wait, you're raging?
A berserking.
Oh, hang on. Wait. Was that an ability check? Something?
It was an attack roll. I am immune to morale.
It's not a morale bonus that I do. The one that lets you reroll is
I rolled a
reroll any
5.
ability check, saving throw, or skill check that results in that 1 or 2.
No, that's not
It was
5.
a 5.
Oh, okay.
It was a 5. So this is just a shield bash to the guy I'm flanking with. With the flanking, I get a +2 bonus. 13.
You still flat-footed, Juliet?
No,
Is he flat-footed for the turn or just against you?
just
Okay.
against my one attack.
Okay. I just needed to refresh my maneuvers, and and I had nothing else to do with my standard action. Okay, that ends my turn.
Okay, that ends your turn. This pirate grabs these two, and books it for his entire round. He just kind of drags them. The other guy kind of getting up and helping. They exit the battlefield. That's that guy. So that's. How do you get rid of? That's how you do it. Okay. This guy is going to withdraw, run away. This guy.
He only
is
walks, does not provoke out of 1 square, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my attack of opportunity.
Okay, go for it. That hits. How do you slap him as he's running away from you?
She probably means to go for his back, but she spanks him on the ass on accident. It's like, oh, sorry.
Oh, he just like jumps like 2 feet into 4 feet into the air as you slap him and just runs off. They all exit the fight, and there's just this last guy who's on the floor pretending to be dead, who you know is definitely 100% faking it. And it's just him. It's just him left.
Can I turn around and just fall backwards on top of him?
I don't know how to roll that damage. Give me a sure. Roll what you think you want.
I don't actually care about it hurting him or doing damage. I just want him to make a noise so we can make fun of him because he was pretending to be asleep.
Yeah, you fall on top of him. You hear, "Oh!" Oh.
Maybe next time you won't pretend to be asleep, bitch.
I'll go knock him out, bro. If no one else is going to, 100% I will knock him out and make him get in trouble.
He's like,
I'll
no,
do it as well.
I didn't mean to attack you. It was just peer pressure.
That's
and-
crazy. Stomp.
In this situation, compensation is required. What do you have in your pockets?
Do you stop him before or after? Are you like preparing to stop, or have you already like knocked him out, Julie?
My thick Dommy Mommy heel is like right above his nose right now.
Okay. I have some gold. Here, take.
Yeah, that's right. Give it.
He gives you a total of, if you want to split it, 5 gold each.
Yeah, and then I knock him out.
Okay. Right before you knock him out, he goes, so I can leave.
Yeah. Stomp.
Unconscious.
Jerk.
Everyone else has left. The crew members who haven't left just kind of look at you guys for a moment. Kind of nod, and then you hear the morning bell ring. It is time
Ring
to
ding
go up.
ding. Ring ding ding.
Ring.
Time for work.
Ding, ding, ding. It's time for work. Yep.
I hope we're not late. Runs upstairs.
Follows.
Walks casually upstairs.
Grab the shields and surf on the wood,
Wait,
on the astral waves.
what did that guy have on him?
Oh, okay. The one guy you knocked out?
Yeah.
He had just on him right now, he had a sap, and he has armor. Is it leather? think it's leather. I think it's either leather or what's the armor that gives you +3?
Leather
Sounds
like
lameller?
Is leather? Like light
Lime armor?
armor +3.
Maybe studded leather?
Is it studded leather? Am I correct? Yeah, it's studded leather. It's studded leather. My bad. It's studded leather. He had studded leather armor on.
Anybody care if
And,
I take it?
Take it.
Yeah, there's like several +3 armors.
You also see a key on him.
Ooh.
I will point it out, but I won't take that. I will absolutely take the armor off of his back, though.
You know, and you know this is one of your crewmates. This person sleeps down here with you.
I will take the key.
Sandra, I've actually someone managed to actually injure me. Wonder which one.
Yeah, I didn't think you could get hurt. You took a blow from the captain last time.
Well,
So,
I took
yeah.
4 blows in a very short period while unaware.
Yeah. Well, we need to go. We need to go. She grabs your hand and takes you up. She's gonna heal you as you guys are running up.
Okay.
To
Down 6.
yeah, she'll heal you. That's enough. She can heal you. Hold on.
Like to heal myself,
1d8.
I need to beat someone else up to do it.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good. You're back at full. You're back at full.
Okay.
Runs upstairs. And when you get upstairs, you see the rest of the crew already there. The captain is not present. It just looks like Plug is there. The officers are also not there. They seem to just be doing their jobs. This is mostly just you new people and some of the old crew. Scourge. Hold on, I gotta keep notes here as we're playing because I need to. Okay, great. You see Plug kind of look at you guys. He seems pretty indifferent. Scourge, on the other hand, looks at you and seems furious. And the whip crackles close to you as he says, "You're late. What were you doing down there? And where's Phipps? You didn't kill him, did you?"
Who's Phipps?
I don't know. Why don't you go check?
Philrain raises his hand and walks towards Scourge. And he says,
Was he the one doing the sleeping fool impression?
that's not what Philrain says. Philrain says, oh yeah, he was just sleeping downstairs. I found his key. Is that important? And he shows it to Scourge. He says, yeah, I tried to wake the guy up, but he wasn't interested.
Give me. I feel like this is either diplomacy or intimidate.
It's not intimidate. I'm not trying to intimidate.
Okay, then give me a diplomacy roll.
Can I attempt to aid other?
Sure, if you want.
I ought succeed at aid other.
So do
Okay. So 16, 18.
I can.
Okay.
Can I give myself pleasant serenade?
Sure.
Okay, it's a +2 then.
Okay, 20. Hold on a second. I'm looking at his DC. He looks at you beyond angry. Grits his teeth a bit, takes the key, and Plug just kind of looks at Scourge for a moment and doesn't. Just kind of stares at him, kind of eyes perked up a little bit, and then kind of goes back to telling everyone their tasks as Scourge basically storms off from the group of you. And Plug says, "All right, it's time for your second day. Do try your best not to mess up. I wouldn't want to have you keelhauled like our friend Jake over there." You see Jake, who's up, lost an eye. There's bandages over it. He's been given basic first aid.
Peg leg.
And what'd you say?
Peg leg.
Yeah, peg leg.
He lost a leg.
He did lose a leg. Yeah, peg leg. Kind of probably when you guys were resting or before you guys got up, he was taken care of. And Jake's just kind of looks at Plug with just scorn before hobbling off. And then he gives you guys your jobs for the day. If I remember correctly. For you, uh, Goliad, roll me 1d6. Let me get the music back on.
Gotcha.
All of you roll me 1d6. All of you roll me 1d6.
6 is a cool thing, right?
Me as well.
Let's see. 6 of you as well. Okay. 6 is a cool thing. You head down to Ambrose, who is drinking heavily. Okay, so you got a 6. Juliet, you got a 5. You're a swabber. So, okay. Juliet's doing running. So we'll do the ones that are of not super crazy import. Juliet, we'll go with you first. You're just kind of a runner today. You're transporting messages between officers and the crew. You are moving all throughout the ship. If you would like, is there any area you're curious about? You don't really get a detail. You're pretty busy the entire day. You don't really get a detailed look in the area, but I can give you a quick rundown of a zone if you'd like.
So, one thing that just came to my mind, the last thing I remember at the end of last session was we were going to make a plan to get our stuff back, and we didn't get to talk about it. I don't know when we want to throw that in here.
I mean, I was making a deal with you to get your gear back.
Yeah, we need to
You guys
sort that out because we're probably going to do that tonight, but it can wait for a second. I don't know what any of these are at all. I just see numbers. So, what's A7?
A7 is the quartermaster and cook's cabin. It's where Grok and Ambrose sleep. The Ambrose is. Hold on 1 second. Gotta roll this. Ambrose is actually currently in there, completely drunk out of his mind. You think you see Plug you see Plug kind of step in, look in, just sigh, before heading over to where Goliath is, in the actual kitchen itself. That seems to be where they sleep, and where their stuff is.
Okay.
And then we'll get to your daytime action a little bit later. Why? You got a 2, and you are also a swabber. You are catching rats today. You are in the bilges and also just the lower decks. Catching rats as effectively as you can. You can give me a stealth survivor or dex check if you'd like. Also, you, Juliet, if you want to give me an acrobatics check. Sorry.
Stealth, survivor, or acrobatics?
Yeah.
All the ones I'm.
I was about to say he's looking at all zeros right now, like, which 0 do I pick?
Hey, Juliet, you're good. You get your task done fine. There's no penalty for you.
I have survival. Though,
Yeah, stealth, survival, or dex check for you, Hex.
yeah, my dex check is -2. Survival is at least wisdom based.
Okay. You're good. You set some traps throughout the lower decks that managed to catch you some rats.
My
They're all
specialty
actually
is charging.
that is your specialty. You catch some rats that are probably good enough to be cooked. You can give them to Goliath if you'd like. Or Ambrose if you can find him. You don't know that he's drunk. But you're successful in completing your job. And then Jen.
Oh,
God, there we go. You got a
Same as Hex.
Dex too? Okay. But you're a rigger. So you are mostly just hoisting and lowering sails. You need to make me 2 checks. Either a profession sailor check or a dex check. And then a constitution check.
Let me see.
Yeah, so dex or profession sailor first.
Yeah, okay. I'm just double checking if this thing can apply or not. Is all.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't. Just a dex. And then what's the other one?
Wow. You're good. Then a con check. You successfully complete your task for the day.
Ugh.
Ooh. You might be fatigued.
You are fatigued. You have the fatigue condition on you right now. It's hard work. -2 to strength and dex. But it's in the conditions tab. You think, kind of looking around, you notice that you're working with some of the people who actually attacked you this morning, and they're leaving the more difficult bits of work to you. Just kind of making your day as miserable as possible.
Can I call them out on that so they stop?
Nothing they're doing is really. You can, if you'd like. You can try
Yeah.
to.
I,
What do you do?
Philrain looks up at them and he goes, "Hey, you're gonna help me with this, unless you want another repeat of what happened this morning."
Give me an intimidation. Okay. Um, they. This is one of the ones who you actually knocked. This is not the one you knocked unconscious. This is one of the ones you kind of got very, very low. You would mess him up pretty badly. He kind of looks at you and pretends to be unaffected by your taunts, but it seems to have bothered him very much. He begins to help you out a bit more with the more mundane and difficult aspects of the work. You're still fatigued, but your day isn't as terrible as it would have been normally.
When we're working close to each other, I'm gonna like casually lean over to him and just whisper, "If you ever pull that again, I will destroy you." And then just completely, and then go back to like whistling like nothing ever happened.
Cold sweats. Cold sweats. But yeah, you're successful for your day. And that takes us to Goliad. So, Cook's mate,
Yep.
you are by yourself. Taking a quick look for Ambrose just very quickly tells you, he's drunk, and this is not the first time he's done this. You see bottles strewn all about the cabin that he's currently residing in. And Plug comes in to the kitchen as you're kind of doing some of the prep work to inform you that he will not be assisting today. You're on your own, and Plug informs you the captain is celebrating something quite important to him today. He would like you to butcher one of the pigs and cook it for dinner. If I was you, I would do my utmost to prepare the pig in a way satisfactory for the captain, lest you be slaughtered yourself. Have fun. He walks away.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to make me a profession cook check.
Can you take
Yeah.
20?
Can I?
Um,
That'd be great. That'd be super cool. That'd be
you
super sexy.
cannot take 20 on these tasks. Mostly because their DCs are kind of low.
Can you take 10?
You probably could take 10. If you want to, you can take 10. I will allow taking 10.
What's the Can I know what the DC is?
No, I'm not telling you the DC.
Fair.
You get. I will say, to be fair, you do get, I believe. I think you believe you get multiple chances
Oh, do we get a?
to. Yeah, you have basically two rolls that you can make. You just need one of them to hit the DC.
Okay. Do we get bottle caps because it's a new day?
No, this isn't second edition.
Damn, I was hoping it would. All right, I'll go ahead and roll cooking. I mean, it'll be alright.
That's a 7 on the
It
die.
is. It is.
You can use a bottle cap if you do have one, or you can just roll again.
Uh. Hmm. I feel like I should have took 10, but it's alright. Lies,
Okay.
baby. Never mind.
That's a 28. Um, so the first part of the dinner is cutting, cleaning the animal, preparing the carcass. The second part is the actual cooking. The cutting and cleaning is maybe not perfect, but you know how to cook you some pork. What do you make?
Alright, I already got it planned. Alright, so I butcher up a little bit of bacon, right? And I'm gonna put that into some like baked beans, you know, because bacon and baked beans, amazing. I'm also gonna do like pork chops that are like kind of smothered with like a little bit of gravy on them. Uh, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, all right. You got kind of a plan, and you're finding all of the ingredients that you need to cook the meal to near perfection. Um, One of the cabin girls, specifically the one that tends to keep the captain's bed warm. You would know her as Tarun. This is a weird name. She very pretty young girl. Brown hair, kind of very distinct green eyes. Comes down. She doesn't really say much to you. She just asks you, "Is the food done?"
It's almost done. 5 more minutes.
Uh, she kind of looks around. The smell has not really quite hit her. But a moment later, she's audibly, uh, you can hear the groans from her stomach. And as you take out the food, she's quick to do her typical taste testing, so to say.
Gotcha. So she's like swiping with the finger on the way to the captain.
Kind of. You can roll me a knowledge history check if you'd like.
I have it trained. Let's go.
All right. Not a super hard roll. That's a
Son of a
natural one.
bitch.
Um, man, she just really likes your food. That's all you can think of. That was really funny. Um, she tastes it. Um, just she just like a little tear falls on her cheek, and she quickly takes some bowls up to the captain. Um,
Man, I wasted the only time we're gonna roll a history check in the entire campaign.
And you failed it.
um, how many more history opportunities? You hear with the other officers your praise, but no one ever directly tells you that you did a good job.
The food's great. The food's amazing. His name is never mentioned.
Basically. And then we get to the fun part of the day. Daytime actions. We'll kind of start. First off, is there anyone who's doing something with somebody else?
Well, I need to bring the rat to Ambrose once he's finished eating.
Okay. You see he's too drunk. You can give him a Goliath if you'd like.
This is not very good nutrition, but it is nutrition.
Yeah. I'll just cover the taste in some kind of sauce. It'll be great. Thanks.
Why do we have so many rats? Wouldn't they drown by now?
You would really think, wouldn't you? I think it's probably because every time they stop at a port, they just decide to get more rats. It's got to be intentional.
I wonder if there is a racing ring to see whose rat is the fastest.
If not, we should definitely start one. You have any experience rat racing?
My current knowledge is a total of 2 days.
Eh, that's more than me.
No, my total knowledge of everything.
Oh, I thought you were talking about specifically rat racing. I forget about that. Oh yeah, you mentioned that when you were talking about your face, like,
Yes.
gone.
I seem to know a lot of things. I just have no clue where I know them from.
Man, that's gotta... That sounds awful, but also, like, a great way to start over.
Yes. I could be a horrible monster who killed and eat children, for all I know.
Uh, uh, yeah? Yes, you could. Yes, you could. I hope not, but yes, you could.
I seem to be decent at this surfing thing.
Yeah, how are you doing that? We were in a ship.
Oh. Astral convergence.
What is that?
I use part of myself to slightly converge the astral plane and layer it upon the area of the ship to emulate the waves of the astral plane.
Alright. My brain's about 2 or 3 behind you, so I'll just say you do it and it's cool, and not think any more about it.
And this is how she can surf and can make swim checks through the air.
That's kind of sick. That's really sick, actually.
It's a little bit beyond you, Goliath. Although you
Oh yeah.
maybe
Oh yeah.
maybe you maybe have seen in your lifetime some other people who were able to tap into the power of the astral. So while definitely foreign
Don't worry.
in application,
I
it
don't
is not
actually know
entirely new.
how I do it, only what I need to do it.
Hmm. Fair enough. Fair enough. Uh, I think later, if I'm not mistaken, we might want to talk to you. I think all of us should get together to talk about being jumped this morning, especially because they were targeting you.
Which, would you like to join the network?
What's the network?
It is my ability to protect you while not being next to you.
Well, I mean, that sounds pretty good, so I'd take it.
Okay.
Doesn't negatively affect me in any way or anything, right?
No. If you would die, it would harm me.
Well, let's avoid that because that would harm me too.
You are now part of her collective.
It's very cool. Very cool.
You feel, Goliad, a strange connection between you and Hex. No thoughts are currently
I think I
known
can
between each other,
know where
but
his location is, but I don't get any of
yes,
his senses.
you do, however, to an extent, share emotions. You can you can't really feel anything from Hex, but Hex, you can feel some of Goliad's emotions as he just kind of goes throughout the day and going forward while they're in your collective.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, so he knows my emotions like right now.
I get like
It's
an
maybe a small feel.
emotional hint.
Yeah, not exactly just
Okay. Got you.
Okay, I think that's good for our section.
Okay. If you guys want to take something that's just a roll, still let me know. I don't want to. You also get an extra one, Goliath, don't you? Little
Yes, I
bastard.
do. I have it
Um,
written down, and I was ready for it.
we'll come back to you. Juliet and Philorane, are you? So you guys are. I know you have. One of you has something the other wants. Are you guys doing something together, or are you doing your actions separate? Up to you.
What do you want to do here, Juliet?
I mean, do we just want a flashback to what we talked about, but didn't actually talk about at the end of last session?
We can. I'm not against
We,
it.
if that's the case, can we flashback when you're actually heading over to it, or going to actually attempt to get back your stuff?
That makes more sense to me, yeah.
I mean, I guess as long as I know a little bit ahead of time what we're gonna be doing.
Because that's
Are
probably
you?
going to be a nightly action.
Yeah, this
right?
is in the middle of the day,
Yeah.
so I imagine you're not going right now. But it's up to you. If
I
you
guess I
want to
can
talk
try
about it,
to
I'm not gonna tell you.
influence someone. We really don't have a good list of people on the ship.
That's correct. You know freaking no one on the ship. You've
Who's
not looked.
the
Continue.
Who's the doctor? I know Sandara is our healing bitch, but who's the actual doctor on the ship?
Who's the actual doctor on the ship? Wait, actually, we might not have one. Hold on.
We just
Hold on
had
1 second.
Erica Besmora.
I don't know. There's some magical people. I'm just trying to figure out if there's an actual doctor. Hold on. That's a really good question, dude. Oh man. Um. Oh my god. Um. Oh, there he is. Okay. Their name is Habli. I can't pronounce that. Crane. They are known as the Stitch Man. They are the ship's surgeon and carpenter.
Can you throw him in the notes for me?
Yes, he does not have a picture at the moment. I don't think he has a picture till like book 5. But I will throw this guy in there. He's an officer of the ship. He is not someone you've really seen very much of, but you imagine he is probably the reason why Jake has a peg leg and the fresh bandages wrapped around his missing eye.
I'm gonna go influence him.
Okay. Um. Okay. Just you know, let's you know, there's a lot of humans on the ship. Let's make it a little bit more. Let's make it a little more fun. We're not gonna say he's a human. We're gonna say he's a merfolk.
Okay.
I thought
Just
you
to
were
make it a
gonna
little bit.
annoy Lance and say he's a gnome.
Oh, I should have. Damn it.
Juliet
We
would
have
have
an
walked
Not a
in,
goblin.
walked out.
Not a gnome. It's a gnome.
Hello.
And you've been gnomed.
You see a merfolk man. He doesn't have feet, but he does have a kind of traditional pirate garb on. He has a very large and muscular tail. And he is kind of wearing. He has like his head looks like like a hammerhead shark.
Okay.
And then it goes down into a sort of body of a person with gills also, and then a uh strange necklace around his what you perceive to be his neck. Normal clothes on, and an and an eye patch over one of his eyes on like one of the sides of his hammery head.
So this dude is
Uh,
basically like 90% fish, 10% man.
Yeah, he's kind of like what you would imagine a merman would look like if they were more fishy.
So I open the door, right? And she opens her mouth ready to say something as she's walking in, and then she just closes it, seeing this guy for the first time. Hi.
He just kind of slowly turns around. You see his front is just like covered in blood.
Oh God.
And you see someone in the bay who you have not seen before. Um, and give me a heal check or a perception check. Perception's a little bit harder, but you can do either or.
All right. Well, natural 20.
The person that the this man, is in front of is on a bed. They're laying, or more of a cot, kind of laying. There's a bunch of tools beside them that are all very bloody. If you didn't know any better, you would say that a surgery had just happened. But looking at the man, you realize that he's just dead. He's just dead. And probably has been dead for a little while. Little while. The merfolk turns to look at you and says, "Oh, hello, hello. You're one of the new ones, aren't you?"
Yeah. Hi. What happened to him?
"Oh, I'm harvesting his organs."
Uh. Okay, but
Yeah,
like,
you can never have too many organs in a ship like this.
how did he die?
Oh, I killed him.
Oh, that's so amazing. Juliet turns and leaves,
Goodbye.
runs away.
He like turns back around. And she's like, "Seems like a nice lass," and then keeps harvesting.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do? That was pretty quick. Actually, give me a diplomacy roll.
Sure. 18.
He really liked you after that brief interaction. He was really feeling it. He seemed really happy. After you ran out, you think he's a little bit cooler with you.
I like to imagine no one ever goes and sees him ever, because people go to Sandara first, because she's got magical healing. So he was just happy to have a visitor.
Lance the player might have a point there.
That's pretty good. I'll be honest with you. I really want to get to nighttime, so I'm fine with just not doing much.
Okay, that's fine. Then we go to Jen, our final person.
2 actions. First action, I hear all the rats scurrying about. I do a jutsu symbol and I summon Smashy from Lance's game.
Can I smash your rats?
He's here. We've done it. That's 1 roll on the crew eliminated now.
That's right. You never had to catch
And then I
rats
want
again.
to gain influence with a quartermaster.
Grok?
That's the one.
Oh God, her voice is so stressful. All right.
Good.
Okay.
Get used to it because I'm going for her.
Oh, hey,
So am
sweetie,
I
what's
afterwards.
what's going on? Oh God. Hey, sweetie, what's going on?
I just want to gain influence with her. I don't know if you want to have a conversation about it or not.
Okay. Do we want to Okay, go ahead and make your roll, sweetie.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, we can talk, or you can just make a roll, and we can just chit chat about everything
What roll am
happening
I
around
doing?
us. Give me a intimidation or diplomacy.
I'm gonna intimidate her. Oh,
Wow,
Jesus.
that's really bad.
I'm
I
gonna. Can I reroll
Laugh
that?
it off.
You have a battle cap?
I can laugh it off. You're right.
Oh, do you have an ability that allows you to?
When failing bluff to lie, diplomacy to request, or intimidate to change creature's attitude. Okay, no, it would be intimidate probably, wouldn't it?
You're trying to change someone's attitude. You're not using intimidate to
change
change
their
someone's
attitude.
attitude. Yeah.
So
But
that was still under the laugh it off.
okay. Perform comedy.
What did you say?
So
Sense
Grok
motive is only
makes
national.
a sense motive.
Hold on, is it just against? Okay, it's against her sense motive. All right. All right. Let me just. 1d20. Okay. She laughs it off. She laughs it off with you. You had me there. I was gonna cut your hands off. that was good. That was good.
That's all I got.
You can try again if you would like.
Yes, let's do it again.
Give me another diplomacy roll. God, what if you got another nat one?
I
That would've
know.
been funny.
Don't
That
even
would have been
say that as
so
a
freaking
joke.
funny. Would have been safer. I believe Grok towards all of you. What is her attitude towards you right now? You chat with her just about a variety of stuff. She doesn't really seem too friendly at first, but she seems to open up a little bit to you. Tells you some very minor things about her backstory, and overall, you guys just kind of bond. It's a pretty relaxing day. And yeah, you go back to work. Oh, believe that's. Oh, okay. You, Goliad, daytime action.
Yeah. Did my conversation with Hex count as one of them?
Nah, it doesn't have to.
It
But if you
counted by
can,
action.
yeah.
Okay. I want to talk to Grok. Specifically, I want to bring Grok some of the pork chops and bacon beans. Because like I said I would.
Okay. I'm just gonna say that Grok has switched from friendly to helpful because you guys have consistently been overtly nice to her. For some reason, probably for the reason that she has all your crap. She's oh thank you, sweet. Oh thank you, sweetie. I appreciate this so much. This is great. I love this. She's
Oh yeah, no problem. You know, it's my job, you know. If I don't do it, you know, I die, so.
That's right, you die.
Uh, what's silly fun stuff? How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Your other friend stopped by a little bit before. The Fillory and the really hot drow. That one.
Oh, yeah, Phil Ryan. I haven't really gotten to talk to him very much.
And I'd like to get his underdog, you know what I'm saying?
You and me both.
Oh my.
But yeah.
Uh, okay. I, the player, don't remember who Rosie is. But I remember I wrote down ask Grok about Rosie.
So you asked her about Rosie. Oh, Rosie. Yes. I know what you're talking about. She's the short broad, the halfling with the violin and throwing hatchets.
Yeah. What's
Yes.
up with her? What's she do on the ship?
Oh, she's pretty great. She's probably one of the strongest people on the ship. She's a buff halfling. She's beaten me in arm wrestling, actually.
Oh wow, that's impressive because I know you're
Yeah.
pretty strong.
I'm very strong, yeah. And so, she's, oh man, what is it? She's pretty aggressive. We've been in a couple scraps. She tends to hold her own quite well. She's, the life of the party, but, not too fond of Plug and Scourge. Less fond of Conkabar. Although, I think she has a thing for him personally.
Interesting. Tell me a little bit more about that if you please, if you can, because that's real interesting.
Conkabar is, well, you've seen him. He has a big, fluffy hat, feathered hat. He's a gnome with an eye patch. You never see that very much. And he's, well, to some people, quite charming. I don't much like him very much, but some people do. He definitely likes Rosie as well. Well, if Rosie likes him, that is. Oh my god. My voice. But yeah, that's about what I've all seen. Conkabar is a bit to himself as well. A bit of a sleazeball too.
Interesting, interesting. So he fits into the pirate life well then.
I'd say so. Cares about himself only, womanizer, good at singing, basically everything you need to be a pirate.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Is he cutthroat?
Honey tongued.
All right. Well, I better get back. Uh, but it was really nice talking to you. Obviously, I'll bring you more food.
Oh, dude, please
Next time.
do. You make the best food. Don't tell Ambrose I said this, but you make better food than him.
Thank you. I appreciate that, but don't worry about Ambrose. He's too drunk out of his mind to understand what we're saying.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's not doing well right now. Just thank you for taking up his slack today.
oh yeah. I'm just letting him relax because he's a really chill boss.
He's a pretty chill boss, being drunk and not available all the time. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
All right, get back to
Hey,
work.
yep. See ya. Uh, and I'll make my way back to the kitchen. Uh, and next, can I try and talk to Ambrose? I know he's drunk at like super drunk, but
He will be available during the nighttime.
okay.
No.
In that case, I still have one action. Um, and I can either. I know Juliet. Juliet's a runner, so it would be probably hard to find. Phil Rain's a rigger, so he'd probably be
What'd
kind
you
of the
call me?
same spot. A rigger with rope boy.
He's a
uh,
That's right. Say it harder with an ER on the end.
uh-huh. Uh-huh. But all right, so I think I'll go try and find Phil Rain, if I can just have a small conversation with him.
Find him. He seems pretty worked. Seems tired, sweating pretty heavily. Um, hand huffing and puffing. Extremely attractive somehow while doing all of this at the same time. Focus on his job. He seems like a hard worker, actually, from what you're saying right now.
Very cool. Hey, Phil Rain, can I talk to you for a second? I know you're hard at work, but
The rain looks up at you and majestically glitters in the sweat. And goes, "Yeah, what's up, big guy?"
all right. So I know you mentioned, helping us out, Juliet and I, but we never really got to talk about specifics. Uh, so I figured we would meet at nighttime to talk about specifics. You, me, and Juliet, and maybe Hex. I feel like Hex is kind of a part of the group now since we got jumped together.
I suppose so. I don't know this hex being
It's,
or whatever they are, but I'm not against it.
I mean, Hex is the one you helped save.
Yeah, that's definitely what I did.
Oh. Anyway, but I just wanted to see if you're cool to talk later tonight, all of us.
Yeah, I suppose I can make that work. You should bring some food though.
Yeah,
Hear
I can
you're
do that.
quite the chef.
I I like to say I am. Um, Amphros isn't really around right now, so I'm sure I can sneak a little bit uh for you.
Wonderful.
All right,
Well, tonight it is.
tonight it is. Uh, enjoy your ropes. Bye.
Thank you. Maybe one day you could as well. And he immediately turns around and goes back to work.
Well, I just go straight back down to the kitchen, and I'll start making like a little like side thing uh to take with me later.
For your little impromptu group meeting, gotcha. And you also finished cooking for dinner for everybody.
Yes.
We move on to the bloody hour. The sun has set across the horizon, and you find yourselves at the end of another day of work. It's day 2 of your stay upon the Wormwood, and you've adapted best you can. You've plotted, and you've schemed. But for now, the captain hangs over above deck, looking down at the lot of his crew. And as before, he nods at Mr. Plug before Plug steps out to the center of the group, of the crew, really, and declares, for today's bloody hour, we will have Phipps, Chumlet, that name is uncouth, Sandara Quinn, and he stops and looks at the 4 of you, says nothing, and then, still locking eyes with you, says, Jaundice Jape. The 3 crew members hesitantly step out in front of the rest of the crew. First is Jaundice Jape, who just gets 3 lashes. It seems to hurt him as he takes off his armor to receive them, but he doesn't make a sound. Instead, he takes them, puts his armor back on, and moves back into the crowd. Sandara seems panicked. She actually looks towards the 4 of you for maybe not assistance, but some level of empathy and or support. Do you do anything? You know you can't stop this, but is there anything that you do?
Mentally, I reach out. Does she like to be a member of the collective? This is purely mental actions.
Sure, she
If-
accepts.
If she resists slightly, it completely fails.
Yeah, she accepts.
Okay. So, Zealot, I can choose how much damage I transfer, correct?
Up to
Like I-
limit.
Yeah, up to limit. So, like, if she takes 10 damage, I can choose to just take 5 of it.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Yeah. So, tell me the damage of lashes if she's getting lashed.
Do we know what
She's
did?
getting Plug does not say anything for Jape. He just gives him lashes. He says, Sandara Quinn, for failing to arrive on deck on time, you ought to take 6 lashes. If this isn't even a roll, you know that seems a little bit excessive, and Scourge seems to smile a little bit as he prepares to beat Sandara, essentially. But there's really nothing you can do unless you want to risk yourself being lashed instead. So she's going to take 6 lashes. So that's going to be 60. This is 6 attacks. I'm just putting it all in one. So it's easy. She takes, oh my god, she takes 27 points of non-lethal damage.
Okay, so
It's 6 attacks total,
6
and that's 1 per
attacks.
round.
that what's the damage per round average?
Per round, between, that'd be 6 rounds. What's 27 divided by 6?
Well, look at it. It's 4, 5, 4, 5, 5, 4.
It's about 4.5, yeah, per round.
Hex will transfer with the temp HP, so she'll take. I'll leave her 2 points of damage per hit.
Okay. Um,
So it is still physically hurting and leaving marks. It's just not as fully deep.
I get you. To Scourge's glee, he whips and whips and whips Sandara. And the first few, he takes immense joy from seeing her wince in pain. But he notices that all of the damage is not going through. He notices that she's not in as much pain as he thinks he should be.
There are no signs of me doing this, unlike the other thing.
Oh, of course, of course. There's no way he can attach her to you. But instead, he seems to direct that sort of anger towards Sandara. He goes in for a 7th whip, Plug grabbing his arm to stop him. A sterner look than you've seen him give out over his face. Scourge steps back, and Sandara gets up and moves back into the crowd. Somehow, to the rest of you, not very hurt from the intense whipping.
12 damage is still a massive amount of damage at this level.
Oh, it is. But with the whip, it seems to be not as much. Like, people can tell that whip is nasty. Still seems to be a little bit reduced. But I would say you're right. Most people just think she just tanked it pretty well, and they don't take any note of it. I would really just say Scourge would.
Or that Scourge started to get tired towards the end, or maybe he was slightly going easy on her.
Yeah, yeah.
I offer
People
to
can-
hold her hand in comfort after being whipped.
Yeah, she goes over to you and she holds your hand. She kind of just like leans on you a little bit. And heals her wounds immediately.
Yeah, for real. Cleric,
Yes,
baby. She
just very
walks right back
very
over. Harumph. Cure light, fine.
exactly. She just silently heals her wounds. She's fine. She seems to take comfort in being next to you, Juliet.
Yeah.
And then for the final person, Phipps Chumlet. So this is gonna be fun. God, I hope one of you has this skill, or else I don't get to do exposition. Do I have some spellcraft or knowledge arcana?
Did you say
Or
spellcraft?
knowledge religion. Or knowledge religion. One of the three that
Spellcraft.
each give different results.
I
Spellcraft,
got
knowledge
spellcraft.
arcana, or knowledge religion. Okay.
Oh,
You can
I've
roll.
got none of those.
How's your spellcraft?
So-so.
Well, I'll go ahead and roll spellcraft because it's my best. There we go.
Okay. Anyone else?
Don't worry, bro. I got you with a spellcraft. I'm kidding. I can't roll spellcraft.
No religions or arcanas?
No.
Oh wait, I thought I didn't hear religion. I heard arcana. I can do religion.
Yeah,
Sweet.
go for religion.
Sweet.
Okay.
Hey.
So 2 different pieces of information. Hex, you don't know this.
Yeah.
Goliad, that whip. Oh, how do I say this without just? Hold on. I gotta get this right. All right, Goliad, that whip is something's wrong with it. It looks sort of normal, but as Scourge whips, you notice it begin to slightly glow. All of you notice this. You can tell the whip is a little bit special. It's not a normal whip. More so, as it seems to glow, you see brown and red splotches all across it. And at the hilt where Plug is holding it, you see a pale woman in a sort of symbol. Something evil. It's something religious, but you're not sure. Norgorba? Maybe it's another version of Pharasma. You're not sure what exactly it is, but it seems very evil. Just immediately to you. Juliet. The whip is 100% magical. You think it's like a +1 cat o' nine, like cat o' nine tails. it seemed to drain away some of Sandara's, in this case, strength as it hit her. Didn't damage it, it drained it.
That's kind of gross.
You do not want to be hit by that whip, is the conclusion that you come to.
Does this whip do ability drain?
Sounds like it. So we know whenever we kill this man that we're getting a pretty sick whip.
Bro, I can't wait to have some gold.
And that last quality, you notice more specifically when it begins hitting Phipps. Phipps is given 6 lashes as well. The glow activates much earlier on during the whipping. And by the time it's over, Phipps looks like he is aged probably about 40 years.
How many times did he get whipped?
He got whipped 6 times.
Okay.
It didn't glow the entire time, but it glowed significantly earlier. For Sandar, it glowed on the 5th whip. For him, it glowed on like the 2nd or 3rd. It looked like he aged for about 40 years. You're not sure if he actually did or that was just how he looks, because he just looks... He looks drained by the end of it. Bips falls unconscious and is dragged away by other members of the crew. Briefly after, Plug steps in front of everyone and says, "All right, dinner time." And the festivities of the night begin to commence. You guys are free to do what you want as a group or individually. It's nighttime action time.
Fellas,
Yeah.
I think we have
Super
business
secret.
to take care of right now.
Let's get it on.
Where are we meeting at?
Yeah, that's where I was thinking too.
I don't know where you said, but I'm going there right now.
Bunk beds.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
the
let's do it.
hammock.
Okay, so this is important. Everyone is on the deck. Are you obvious about this, or are you just kind of going?
Well, I'm not obvious about it.
Well,
I'm not obvious about it.
Let's see how obvious I am.
How do
I
you
just
have a
wanna point out-
-1 to stealth?
Oh, I'm fatigued, unless I'm not fatigued anymore.
You are still fatigued. No one is helping.
Hey,
But you
you know
gotta-
what? That's not that bad.
Okay, Hex.
Watch for something terrible.
All right.
To be fair, though, that's probably in character if they notice you.
Hold on. It's kind of this, yeah. Hold on, let me get the average.
My best role is for y'all to tell me to go somewhere else to distract people, because I am very distracting.
I'm
I
tempted,
could probably, like...
if I see this,
I'm-
to just push you and make you stay here.
I'm gonna say because of the nat 20, you mostly go down unnoticed.
And I would have been the ones, like, leading them down there as
Yeah,
well.
you guys don't think people paid. If people did notice you, you're not sure if they paid much attention to you. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. You were down there anyway. What are you doing?
We're talking.
Let's talk about the plan.
Yeah. I imagine we're in our corner.
I cast Silent Table, which means that no one can hear what we're saying. It just sounds like a random generic conversation. That's a real spell that
Yes. What?
I don't have. Real spell, first party. Don't have it because I don't have any spells. I'm fine.
All right. So, what do you want in return? You know, we never got to that part.
So, Philrain flashes this wooden key again to you. And he says, "Listen, you all seem pretty competent. after that little tussle this morning. So here's what we're gonna do. I'll give you your weapons back and your equipment. I can get you in there. But you all have to agree to serve me. And I don't mean like a hierarchy kind of way necessarily. See, we could all finish our duties on this ship and go our separate ways. Maybe a couple of you start your own crew. Maybe you get your own ship. Who knows, really? Who knows? But a couple of years go by, your legacies are dead. You'll be nothing and no one, just some drunkard in a tavern somewhere. You come with me, we'll start a dynasty. We'll rule this entire region from port to port. Nothing will move on this ocean without us having wind of it. Now, I can do all of this for all of us, but you need to be on board with me. And then he leans up against a post and waits for the response.
Juliet has a look of annoyance on her face immediately after you finish talking.
Philrain sees that and he smiles at you as if he knows exactly how you're feeling.
Now, if
Can I do like a real quick? I want to do like an intimidate check, preferably with my pleasant serenades. And this is like an intimidate check to show you that I'm absolutely serious. If it fails, it will probably just be like you heard the words normally, but I want this like menacing undertone. So +2 to that.
I'll just say he speaks of a certain level of sincerity to your characters. And there is a
I
bit
will
of
say, if you did sense motive, absolutely not lying. 100% not lying at all.
Philorine fully believes what he's saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is being genuinely honest and out of character here. 100% serious. Like, this is a genuine offer. Like, this will be an honored offer as well.
I have a question.
Let's hear it.
So, I have some goals that don't exactly involve being a part of a pirate crew. They could be done if I was a part of a pirate crew, but would you, as like a captain, allow me to pursue my own goals as long as I returned to the crew?
Would you like to step aside and discuss these in private? While the others give this a moment to be thought on? You can like DM me if you want.
Yeah, I'll DM you for a little bit, and while the others can talk to you.
Yes.
Alright, well, Juliet turns to Hex. Look, Hex, I'm assuming I know your name at this point.
Yes.
You know each other's names.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. He seems like an idiot. And I think if this idiot is leading a crew, he's gonna be leading it into the Eye of Abendego. I think, if any of us are gonna lead a crew, it's gonna be me. I'm so much smarter and more clever than he could ever dream to be.
Can I hear this?
Yes, definitely. Easily. She crosses her arms. I think I can do a better job. And really, aren't our lives worth more than the crap we brought with us, had on us? Like, my gun's pretty important. Heck, man, I can get in there. With your help and maybe Goliath's help, I can probably still get in there through that lock anyway. That's all I'm saying. What do you think?
I am not
concerned. I have not discerned if either of you would be, any of you would be capable of actually running the ship, but I am on board with assisting y'all in your current endeavors.
She looks at you. Looks over at Goliad. Are you still talking to the captain?
Yeah.
She rolls her eyes. Well, I guess we're waiting until he's done.
Wait, say that last bit again.
We're waiting for you and Goliad to stop talking so I can talk to Goliad.
Sorry, I type really slowly because I'm
Stop
trying to
talking,
be
we
very
haven't
specific.
started talking.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So, if you'd like, y'all would like some, or if not all of your stuff back, and I might be able to assist you by being extremely obvious elsewhere. So they are looking at me instead of y'all.
Yeah. Sounds great.
I wonder
We're
if
talking
Plug,
at the moment.
I wonder if Plug would mind if I challenge Scourge for his position.
Oh, honey. You should do it. Can you hurt him?
Roll me a freaking knowledge test, local, please.
I mean, sure.
I'll hit local.
Another natural 20.
Alright.
I'm on
Juliet,
fire.
positions on the ship are dictated by the captain or his right hand, which in this case would be Plug.
Yes. So I'd ask Plug if I could challenge Scourge for his position.
You just knowing how pirates operate, some crews do challenges. Many crews have their own unique ways of dictating whether or not people can switch positions. And near universally, it's very political, kind of like in a shady underbelly type of way. There's a chance that she could just challenge and work, but there's also a chance it could be a different way entirely of obtaining positions on the ship.
I think you should give it a shot. It'll keep most of them busy. And, the rest of us down here can have a little chat about our future leadership. She glares at Phil Rain.
So Lorraine's got this big Cheshire cat grin as he kind of looks back towards you.
Yep. So when y'all get a signal, I'll find Plug and start talking to him about the politics of the ship and how this works.
So do we want to, like, while me and Cody are messing, do you want to simultaneously do me and Juliet, or like, do you
Yeah,
need
go for
the
it.
outcome of Cody?
I feel like us two talking back and forth is really, there's no point in it. It's literally just two walls that can't be convinced that the other is right are talking to each other.
I would say it's not that, like, Phil Rain thinks that he's right and you're wrong. It's more that he thinks he's more right than you are.
Okay.
Like, when you see, like, if you see someone doing a task and they're still getting that task done, and then you're like, I could do that task so much better than them, and they don't even know it. He's like convinced of that, so you'd still be able to do it. You just wouldn't be able to do it as well. That's what he thinks.
I mean, I'll give it a shot. Look, I don't have a problem with you or anything, Phil Rain. You seem okay. I'm just saying, I think intelligence is the most important thing. And a smart captain is an alive captain. How smart are you, Phil Rain?
If you have to ask, then clearly you're already at a loss.
Do you know what vacuum tubes are? Do you know what conductive coils are? Do you know what induction cooktops are? Phil Rain?
Do you know what hex is?
Do you even know what
Now-
that thing is? Oh,
Dorian holds a finger up to you and he says, "My dear, this is why you're not suitable. You believe that one person should know everything and be able to do everything. I believe that the way that we all can achieve greatness is if we all have our own strengths, because our individual strengths make us stronger as a unit. Take our little tussle earlier on. Those guys were thuggish, it's true, and they did have some strengths and a few weaknesses, but that would have gone much worse had we not had Goliad on the front line, knocking them down. Had we not had Hex taking all their attention. Had we not had me coordinating everyone. It's this bigger picture that you need to be able to look at, and I can see that you just can't do that. You're focusing on the short term, the minute details. I'm trying to build a dynasty here, an empire, and one person can't do that alone. But if you think they can, then by all means, you can go and ask Grok for your weapons and equipment back.
See, what you are describing makes sense. However, I think you need the intelligence to be able to know what people are good at, and knowing how to do everything is good, because sometimes a stray cannonball is going to strike your master gunner, and you have to step in and lead them. The captain should be the person that knows how to do everything. They should be the one that can train the newbies that come in so that they know for certain that they know how to do their job. You can't trust the lesser people in your crew when you can do it yourself.
Oh, Juliet, you've already misunderstood what a captain is. Tell me, on this ship, do you see the captain being the one to step in and punish people? No.
No, because he's a dick.
You see Plug, and you see Scourge. You see the quartermaster. They've all got their roles. They all deal with the lesser. Now, we can say what we like about that captain. Brutish as he may be, dim-witted as he may be, but they still call him captain.
Yeah, because they're scared of him. Because he can punch a hole through anybody if he wanted to, except for Hex, because Hex is a freaking weirdo.
Ryan chuckles, and also we finished me and Goliath finished our conversation, by the way.
I look at Goliad. Goliad, listen to me. Is anything I'm saying making sense?
I think I understand your point, but if I'm honest, through the interactions you've had, I don't think you're good at making friends. You're gonna need friends for a crew. Or maybe not friends, but at least people that'll follow you lead.
I can prove myself. I haven't had a good chance yet.
Then prove yourself before I follow you.
Okay, well, let's go get this. We don't need his key. Come on.
Bill Rain
I've
looks at you with complete confidence in you, Goliad. Like, he is so sure that you will make the correct decision, and he doesn't even try to stop you. He doesn't even try to do anything. He doesn't move. He just looks at you and gives you a really heartfelt smile.
Oh, Goliad hasn't moved. He's like, why? I'm not going to make this harder when we have a key, just to prove we can do it.
She looks at you and she, like, pushes two of her index fingers to her lips. She is turning a shade of violet. She's so mad.
You see, so Goliad's like kind of between us right now, or like to the side of me. You see Phil Rain look over at Juliet, and his heartfelt smile he was giving to Goliad turns into the biggest shit-eating grin you've ever seen, directed at Juliet.
Do you know how frustrating it is to know when you can do something, but other people just won't let you do it? You literally asked them to prove it, and then you don't do anything. Forget it. Just forget it.
Okay.
He said, okay.
5 charisma, baby.
Hey, I'm at 7. Like,
Yeah.
like, kidding me? You're lucky you're getting sentences out of me.
That was man. All right. So what is the next step? Hax, are you going upstairs to distract them?
I'm going to try and influence Plug.
Give me, as you're heading up, a perception roll.
Sure.
22. Okay. You see a dwarf. Just kind of hanging around. And he sees you, he just turns and starts walking back to above deck.
Dwarf.
He doesn't turn around.
There was a dwarf. There's many races on this ship. I'd like to know more about them. There's probably going to be a bunch of people in way of actually getting to talking to Plug.
No, he's down in the lower decks where you guys were. He was like hanging. How do I put this? He was hanging by the stairs. A little bit of the way up the stairs. And when he saw you, he just began heading back up.
Obliviously, I follow him.
He starts walking a little bit faster. He's in the middle decks now, and he's making his way to the main deck staircase.
My pace does not change. I am an endurance predator. He is a gazelle.
Can I please get a quote? Can I please get a quote for that? Jesus Christ. Hold on 1 second.
Why does this sound like Christmas music?
It's because it's got that caroly, quartet-y sounding stuff going on.
Yeah.
Just imagine a bunch of guys just with like little bobble hats on, just out here, just like singing at someone's doorstep.
You head up. He just kind of goes up. You see him kind of walk over to Scourge. Plug is not by Scourge. You go talk to Plug. Plug is with the other officers. He turns and looks at you with just disgust. Oh, you. What do you want?
First, here is 5 gold. One of the people who tried to jump me earlier dropped it. I believe that makes it your property.
Yo, give me a diplomacy roll. Give me a diplomacy roll right from the get-go.
Come on, Hex.
That's a 19.
Jesus.
There you go, brother.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. All right. Plug. The DC was like 25.
Plug kisses you on the
alright.
lips as he takes the gold and
Because
puts it in his pocket.
making out with you. He kind of looks at the gold, looks at you. He takes it. He says, I suppose you're right. It's good for an aspiring captain such as myself to reacquire the goods of his crew. And he doesn't say anything else, but he's looking at you right now. You have his attention. You can tell.
They seem to have been working under the order of Scourge, which, as his position, is his authority, but his ability to choose his allies seems questionable.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Simple. During the whipping, he let his emotions get in control of him against Sandra. Damaging the healer seems inefficient for a ship. If the healer is
Hmm.
dead and we get injured, we we become vulnerable to an attack.
I suppose that is a logical point.
Yes.
He did go a little bit too far. What do you propose we do about that?
Hmm. Question. Is there procedures I could tap to potentially replace him in the position as punishment officer? I'm confused
Ah,
with the diplomacy of, well, humanoids.
you want a position on this ship? Hmm. Well, he seems entertained very visibly by this inquiry or thought. He says, well, if I think that you could do a better job than Scourge, if you were to prove yourself in some way or capacity, I suppose that that could be perhaps an idea I could tolerate. However, becoming an officer on this ship is much more than simply challenging or defeating someone in combat. How about this? In 2 days, I'll be putting on a bit of a show. If you can impress me at that, we'll entertain this idea further.
Thank you, Sir Plug. May your dreams of having your own chip come true soon as they are able to.
Hmm. Hmm. He seems like he wants to say something else, but holds back. And then he says, I'll go bother somebody else. I'm busy talking with my fellow officers.
Thank you, sir. And she scurries off.
Hmm. Um, okay. Scourge seems to be focused on you right now, Hex, as you kind of turn and look to him. He's just eyeing you. Back below deck.
I will say one
Oh,
word
yeah.
to Scourge as goes by. You're inefficient.
Damn.
Right?
Okay.
Destroyed.
Damn, dude. Roast him
Fucking
on the phone.
baller.
Absolutely destroyed.
Um, okay. Uh, should. Um, okay, great. Sorry, I had to write some stuff down. Okay, back below deck. What are you guys doing? Are you guys gonna try and make a fillering? Are you gonna try and go to the um our quartermaster shop, or what are you gonna do?
Uh, well, it depends on Juliet, really. It depends what Juliet wants to do.
And Juliet, you have to make a final decision. Are you gonna try and get into the quartermaster shop on your own, or are you going to take the key that Philrain's offering you and go into it now?
So my problem is twofold, right? As a player, I know that I can do jack all without my weapon. But as a character, Juliet will never agree to you. So, and as a player, I also know there's absolutely no way, if none of you are going to help me, that I can possibly pick this lock. There's mathematically
Philrain,
impossible. So.
he he would tell you, like, pretty much the whole gist of it is like, if you wanted to be the captain of a ship, that would be possible. Like, if you wanted a whole fleet of ships, that would be possible. Like, any ambitions you have, he will help you do that, as long as you agree to serve under him.
And see, that's another thing I really hate about sense motive existing is because my first instinct is just to say yes and then absolutely be lying out of my ass. But I have a -3 to my bluff.
Yeah, that's the build of a character.
You know what?
I mean,
Actually,
I
You
will
can still
just
lie.
say I will just say, okay, out like in character and out of character, Phil Rain is not lying to any of you at
he's-
all.
I don't think
There
he's
is
lying.
no lying going on here.
so here's what I'm gonna do. All right, roll me sense motive.
Oh dear, it's not gonna be very good.
She looks at you, glaring at you. Fine. And you're pretty sure she's going with it.
Okay. And then I will lead us to a. Well, obviously we'll go. Cause we got pretty high stealth rolls. We should be able to make it there.
No, you guys are good. You guys are good. You guys go to the quartermaster's shop. And when you get there, you see Ambrose laying on his back, still somehow a little drunk, but maybe better than before. And he is just sobbing. He is between you and the quartermaster's door. What do you do?
It's all three of us, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
there's
you don't
three
think
of you.
anyone else is down here.
Apart from who? Sorry, was it Ambrose?
Apart from Ambrose, yes. Fish Guts Ambrose, the cook. He haven't really talked to very much. He's just drunk and sad most of the time. It's basically what you get from him.
I'll look at the other two and be like, I'm not very good at talking, but I'm the only one that has met him. Do you guys want me to try and lead him away?
Is this where the cooking stuff happens? This area.
Yeah. What is
It's
it?
like
The
right
kitchen
here.
is like
Let me
right
move you. Let me move you on the map to where you are. You're
Maybe
basically
my map
right
where I
here.
can see.
Yeah. Okay.
So this
You're
is where the cooking happens.
Yeah. Hold on.
Pretty sure A9 is the quartermaster's store.
A9 is the quartermaster, and the
Okay.
cooking is right here. So you guys are like, this is the door that you need to go through. Ambrose is right in front of the door.
Wait, which is the door?
Right. This is a doorway right here. I know the map is not
Okay.
amazing. The door is right here. You need to get through this door to get to the quartermaster shop. Ambrose is in the way.
Goliath, what things do you need out of the quartermaster's store?
Well, the main things I have, there is a kind of glowing-ish little stone, and then I have a backpack and some rope and stuff. But it might be suspicious if I'm carrying a backpack.
I'll get what I think I can get.
Okay. I will do my best to distract him and get him away. Just you guys, I guess, hide a little bit out of the way while I try and do this.
Lorraine suggested you that if you can just lure him over to where, like, the frying pans are, you could like fry some meat really loudly while we're undoing the lock.
Yeah.
See, that was my plan.
Freaking heist that's happening right now.
Pushes anime glasses against Brown.
Freaking heist happening here. Oh, according to Keikaku.
I'm going to approach Ambrose.
It's you again.
Hey,
I'm sorry that I missed today's shift.
hey, don't worry about it.
I just couldn't be there today.
I understand. Can you follow me? I think I know what'll make you feel a little bit better, or at least take your mind off of it.
Unless you have a bottle of rum, I don't think there's anything that will make me feel better.
It'll be momentary, but I promise it will. And he's gonna like kind of crouch down and offer his hand.
Give me, friend, oh friend of mine,
A hug.
a diplomacy check. And hold on. Let me set the DC before you do anything. Hold on. Let me make sure I got the DC right. I'm looking something up. I want to double check. I don't want to cheat you or anything.
No metagaming.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
I think you wanna. I think you
Hell?
really wanna like. I have a chance to roll a -1.
Hold on. Okay. All right. Okay. You're good to go. You can make the roll when you would like to make it. I'm pretty happy with this DC.
Can I add one comment before I make it?
Sure.
I will. When I say the like, I promise it'll make you feel better. I'll say it also does involve rum.
What role is this?
This is diplomacy.
I can probably give you Pleasant Serenade to this, so you can get a +2 to it.
But
How are you
then-
doing it without? How are you doing it without notifying Ambrose that you're present?
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
with a -2, that's pretty damn good.
I was
You
thinking.
know what?
I was thinking about humming or something.
That is an 18 on the die. I am happy with that.
He looks at you and grips your hand as you pull him up, and just kind of silently nods as you take him into the kitchen.
Got you. Also, I did give Phil Rain a snack earlier. That was like it was kind of like just some chopped up bacon bits with some like grilled asparagus. Wasn't anything super fancy, but it was like nice. And I will head into the kitchen with Ambrose.
So
And I'll-
you're trying to just distract him, basically, right?
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is get, I'm essentially going to make like a rum sauce, kind of, and I'll do the
Vodka
like,
sauce? Yeah.
yeah, and like do the little like flambe where I light it on fire to burn off the alcohol, to kind of distract him, and like in
Mhm.
between adding alcohol, I'll give the bottle to him so he can take some sips, and I'll
Which he
join
does.
too.
Okay.
And I'll make him like a specific pork chop with an extra delicate sauce that I go like, I work extra hard, like harder than I worked on all the other food for everyone. I am like perfect and precise and work as hard as I possibly can on making
You
this
can-
the best pork chop.
You can take 20 on this. The food you make is excellent. I'm going to need one more stealth check from Juliet and Philrain. If you get this stealth, here's what I'm gonna say. If you fail this stealth check by not a huge margin, you will still be able to get some stuff, but not all of the gear. If you fail it horribly, you will be caught. Either one of you. This is not a combined roll. This is both of you rolling together. If either of you get caught, you both get caught.
Am I
Does
still
everyone understand?
fatigued?
Yes, no one has helped you with that. You are still fatigued.
27.
27 for
get-
Juliet. Juliet is. I'm just gonna be honest. Juliet's fine. She's good. She's good, dog. Goliath is helping significantly. The DC is not impossible.
If someone has a bottle cap, this might be the time.
Juliet looks at you, man.
Should I use my bottle cap?
You have a group bottle cap. I don't know if you use it.
We use
Yeah,
that.
we haven't.
We use that.
No, we did.
Yeah, I told you to use it last session.
By the way, I'm giving you another group bottle cap for that whole RP between you guys assessing who would be captain, like the argument. I really like crap like that. You do get another bottle cap if you would like to spend it. I was already going to plan on giving you that earlier after I heard all that RP. So you can use it here, or you can roll for 4.
Juliet looks
That
at you,
might be.
and she holds out her hand.
Philrain takes the bottle cap and puts it in his asparagus pocket.
Oh,
She looks at you and just says, "Give me the fucking
But here's
key."
what happens.
No one helped me by fatigue. I got
Here's
-1 to stealth.
Here's what happens. Ambrose, you guys get right here. Perfectly fine. Philrain, you see
Real
a
quick,
rat.
do I know that I've been do I know that I'll be detected when I do this?
You see no. You go up to the door. And you guys are both getting there pretty much fine. It's right as you get to the door, you hand Juliet the key to open it, or you open it yourself. I don't really care.
I would open. Is the key to this door that we're going through?
Yes, it's total. I don't really care who opens it. It's up to you.
Okay,
You
I would do it then.
just nick one of the many empty rum bottles lying around the floor, and it falls, doesn't crack, just like dinks across the wooden floor. And in that moment, Ambrose turns and looks at you. And you can do one of two things. I will allow you one of two things as he sees you opening up the quartermaster's shop. You can roll a sense motive, or you can take an action, a single move or a standard action. I will give it not to Goliath because he is busy. He is in the middle of cooking. Juliet or Florane, you can do one of the two.
Talk to him.
If that you want to do that, roll the sense motive.
Oh.
Okay, I'll see him noticing me though, right?
Yeah, you'll see him notice.
Okay, regardless of the sense motive, I do want to shout over to him.
He turns, sees you guys sneaking in. Juliet.
He won't see Juliet though, right?
Yes, he will. I told you at the very beginning. If he sees one of you, he sees both of you.
Okay.
He sees you, Juliet, key in the lock, turning it, and looks at you.
I want to lie to him. I have a lie planned.
What do you say?
I don't think he's gonna care.
I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna say, oh hey, sorry about that. So the other night, Grok let me have my instrument, and she told me that I can't have it out at the parties anymore when I'm not teaching. So I was just here to put it back. She handed me the key. I'm gonna go give it straight back to her.
He looks at the key. He looks at you and says, "Her key's made out of gold. Yours is made out of wood. I might be drunk, but I am not that drunk."
You can see it in the dark.
He can see at that distance a diminutive object.
And
I'm calling
being
crap on
drunk?
this. I'm calling crap on this.
I'm gonna call BS on this one. There's a lot of factors.
It's not. First off, it's not pitch black in here. There's lighting in here.
But it would be really dim lighting.
It would be. I will give you that. It would be
And
dim
it's
lighting.
late at night. And he
And
just
he's
woke
drunk.
up.
You know what? You know what? You know
And
what?
he's
How
drunk.
about this? How about this? Let's just roll for it. How about we just do that?
Yeah.
He should have perception.
Let's roll for it. Let's roll for it.
-2 for each distance, -5 for being drunk.
Yup.
He's not drunk. I said he's not drunk. I will give him -2.
Oh, it's
Okay.
-2 for every 10 feet.
He's not 10 feet away. He's like right here. He's about 10 feet away total. I'm gonna roll it. I'm gonna roll
Let's see it.
Hold on. I'm gonna roll it. Hold on. I'm checking the perception roll. Hold on. All right. I will say that a 12 is not enough for him to see the wooden key. He sees you at the door. He's just gonna say, "All right, the regular show." He says, "All right, you want to return something Grok gave you, and she gave you her key to return it."
Yes, that's correct. Because the other night, when I asked her if I could have it back to teach.
Yep, I
Yeah,
remember.
after
She
the
told
teach-
me about it. She told me
teach
about
Jack.
it. You were teaching Jack how to play an instrument, weren't you?
Yes, that's correct. And she said to me that Oh, no, sorry, she didn't say national. My mistake. That one's me misremembering a conversation with Jack. She was missing the lock a lot. As you can see here, it's very clearly scratched up. So I offered to go and lock up my instrument, and she said to go ahead. So here I am to lock up my instrument.
Before you make the bluff check, he's just gonna say this, and you can make the bluff check, or you can do something else. He's gonna say, "I can't quite tell if you're lying or telling the truth. I'm much too buzzed to figure it out myself. So I will say, if you want to come clean, I do like honesty. And I will not tell you, I will not tell the captain that you've been doing nothing down here. If you're honest with me now."
Can I have a moment to think about this?
Sure, you can think about it. You can make the bluff check, or you can be honest. It's up to you.
Okay.
Can I try to sleight of hand the key from him?
Sure, go sleight of hand. I don't know what the
Tries
is
to
perception.
fumble. Yeah, she tries to fumble the key out of your hand. Technically,
think-
you are distracted.
I think that doesn't pass. Yeah, the DC's like 20, dude.
Is it?
Yeah, the base DC base Pathfinder's like 20, dog.
That's crazy.
You just feel Juliet.
Juliet
like-
sighs and just tries to take the key from you.
If it feels like she's just holding my hand and I hold her hand back.
Gross!
We're now holding hands.
You're just now holding
She
hands.
slaps your
let me-
hand.
let me-
Ambrose looks at you and says, "Oh, are you two lovers?"
No.
Oh, that would make sense, though.
Phil Rain turns to you and he says, "It's okay, honey. There's no need for us to lie to him."
She hisses
And
at you like a cat.
I don't much care.
He walks forward. I walk forward to Ambrose. With the key is like hidden in my hand now, by the way, just to clarify.
Okay.
Like in my
Yeah.
palm.
Walk up to him.
And I walk up to him and I kind of drag Juliet, like, because we're holding hands. I say, "Yeah, if I can be perfectly honest with you, we were looking for a secluded area to, you know, to get out of the way of things, so we could have a little personal time.
Make
Isn't
your
that
bluff
right?
check. with
Isn't
a
that
plus.
right, sweetheart?" And he gives you like the wink and puts his arm over your shoulder.
Fact, can you feel emotions through your collective?
I don't know if Juliet is in the collective, but you Goliath, you look at her and you can feel her uncomfortable.
There-
What is the emotion that is coming out from you right now?
There's just like death. Death. I will destroy you.
But she knows that she can't.
Give me a bluff check. I'm gonna give it. I was gonna give a +2. Juliet, are you playing along or are you not playing along?
I don't think she can do it. I don't think she can make
Okay,
do it.
just give me a flat bluff check then. No plus. She looks pissed.
I'm gonna be doing a +2 with Pleasant Serenade.
That's fine. That's
Because
totally
I
fine.
said I was all clicked out, I think. Diplomacy? No, was it bluff? Bluff, sorry, bluff.
Bluff. It's a nat one of the day. I'm waiting for this nat one.
Another 20!
So that is a natural 20.
Oh my god! I jizz all over
okay.
Julia and Ambrose.
Alright, well, I'll quote
Ambrose
that
goes,
one.
Ambrose goes, "Oh, you want to do the dirty fish with her?
Yeah,
That's offensive.
You want to cuddle her sardine guts? I get you.
I want to ration
Can-
her supplies.
I understand.
Can I make
Yes.
a comment?
Yeah,
Please
Goliath,
don't.
you have something to add?
Yeah, Ambrose, leave them alone. I sleep next to them. I can hear them at night. Let them do it now so I can sleep.
Phil
all
Rain
right.
leans forward. I lean forward a little bit and like kind of put one hand up to like whisper away from Juliet, and I just say to Ambrose, "Remember that I'm a rigger, and someone here likes my rope work." And then he winks at him and steps back.
You dirty boy! Oh, you're funny! Oh, Goliath, I like these ones. They're funny. They're funny. All right, yeah, you can go. Just don't take too long. Grok turns to come back down around midnight or so, and it's getting pretty late. So just be careful and clean up after yourselves. Just make
we
sure it's
will.
nice,
Don't worry.
nice and
Don't worry.
clean. And we'll don't let us bother you one bit.
Oh, and hey, as a personal thanks for being so understanding, how about I play you a song tomorrow, huh? One just
That-
for you, any request that you want.
Okay, I want to hear. What do I want to hear? I want to. I want to hear "Fishing in the Dark" by Wendy Wildman.
Oh, no
My God.
problem. No problem.
I
You
want to hear
got
that
it.
song, and if you can play it for me, we'll consider ourselves squared away.
Anything you say, Chief.
All
Anyway, if
right.
you don't mind, time's ticking on.
You walk inside with Juliet, and he looks at Goliath. He looks at you, Goliath, and he says, "Oh, you seem like nice friends you've made. Good friends. That's good. That's good. A ship like
Goliath,
this
you see Phil Rain look back at you and give a wink and a smile.
it looks like it going on this ship can drive one insane. It did to me, and having someone to shack up with can help quite a bit, in my opinion. And you have good friends, and they're shagging on over there. But that's good for them. I'm so happy they can keep doing that. Although I thought you only met 1 day ago. That close already?
Eh,
He says to Goliath.
yeah, it doesn't take long at the shop or on a ship when you're kind of forced to be there. You know what I mean? You get to be friends pretty quick.
That's a good point. That's a good point. And we skip to Philrain and Juliet.
Juliet's active
That's
element is
awesome.
now fire.
We can make as much noise as we want getting all this equipment because he's gonna think we're just really going for it.
Also, you guys would know to scratch out the items from the logbook. I told Juliet.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I would know
Juliet-
where the logbook is because I saw her picking it up.
I don't remember if you remember the key. Regardless, Juliet, you can lockpick that lockbox. It's not that hard.
Okay.
So you guys, I'm just gonna be
You'd
really
be able to
nice.
see what the key looks like as well because I have
I'm
the
gonna be-
exact copy of it.
I'm gonna be really, really nice here. You are able to get back all of your equipment for all 4 of you
Okay.
over the course of about 20 minutes.
As the 20 minutes end, Juliet looks at you, Philrain. And how tall are you?
He's 5'6".
She walks up to you and looks down at you. And her eyes go up to your hair, and she messes it up. And she looks at you, and her eyes go down to your collar, and doesn't say anything for any of this. She just starts to unbutton your buttons.
He looks up at her. He roughs up one side of her hair, just like one side. The other side's completely normal. And then he bites his thumb a little bit anime style, getting some blood, and then he kind of like moves it across her bottom lip to make it look like smeared lipstick.
She looks
And then
at
he's
you,
gonna undo her belt buckle, and that's it.
nods.
He
Walks
nods
out.
back in a mutual understanding moment, and then we both walk out.
This group cohesion is amazing.
Enemies to lovers. That's what I'm shipping right now. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, Juliet Philrain, let's go! You walk out. Goliad and Ambrose are eating. Ambrose seems not happy, Goliad, with this meal. He just seems not miserable as he's eating it.
Ungrateful bastard.
Okay, that's fine. Does he look not happier, I guess, but less upset than he was earlier?
Yeah, he just seems like he seems like he hit a point of everything sucks, but now he feels just okay, and that in itself is good.
Wonderful, building relationships.
And I'm gonna say for all of that, Ambrose is gonna go to. He's gonna go up to friendly with you guys.
Ooh.
We did it.
All we had to do was lie through our teeth and steal our gear back.
Yeah.
That's right. Lying is the correct decision, kids. Don't forget.
I hug my gun tightly.
Your gun back. You have all of your gear back. All of you. I'm just gonna say the Hex would have told you what to get. You have it back. I'm not gonna make all of you get your gear and then make Hex go get her gear. No.
Yeah.
The night comes to an end, and you guys find yourselves. Hold on. That was kind of one big nighttime action. So that is the end of the night. The night comes to an end. You have all of your stuff, and we move on to the next day. So, however, as night approaches, 'cause we still have some time, and I kind of want to keep playing, if that's okay for everybody.
I'm down.
Okay. We're not gonna go super long. We're going a little bit longer. You all go to sleep once more. And again, you see that dream. It's foggy. You hear a sound in the distance. It's indescribable. And you see the figure get just a little bit closer than it was the night before. This time, when you look beside you, you don't see shades. You see vague impressions of one another. And you realize that you all realize you're here together. And then you wake up.
Slash you.
Oh.
Okay.
You guys wake up late a little bit again. The bell is about to ring. People have already started moving up. You don't really have time to talk. You are just moving up to the upper deck. So today is going to be a busy day. For some reason, you guys are changing course, and there's a lot of work to be done. Harrigan seems almost angry in the brief little bits you see him, and you really don't have time to do anything but your job. There is a bloody hour. There are no daytime actions today. No one seems to be punished by the bloody hour. Captain seems at least smart enough not to punish his crew after making them work that hard. It goes through basically with no one getting whipped. They still declare it as normal. And you find yourselves very quickly back to another night of actions. Is anything you'd like to do this new night? Not really a lot of partying. People are genuinely exhausted. You all have except unless you're immune to it. Everyone make me a con check. I'm gonna say you're all fatigued. If you roll above a 20, you're not. If you roll below a 15, you're exhausted. If you roll below a 10, you're exhausted. Excuse me.
I'm going to roll despite it matter not.
That's fine. Yeah, just you guys still are exhausted.
Nice.
No, I'm joking.
Ring down. See, I gotten rid of another extra one.
That's right, Goliath. Okay, Goliath, Furain, you are fatigued. Juliet, you're exhausted. It was a rough day. You have been pushed to your physical limits. You've had no time. Scourge has been overlooking everything. Nothing really happened today. This is kind of a dead day.
I'll go really quick on mine. I'm gonna play the song for Ambrose and then do any requests he wants for the rest of the night.
Okay.
That is all I'll be doing. I'll just be entertaining the crew.
Give me a performance check.
I'm gonna do 2 of them because I'll be singing as well.
Okay. You enthrall Ambrose with songs from his childhood, and he seems happy. Is anyone sticking around with Phil Rain while he's doing this? I'm just curious.
I'm trying to get Ambrose in better spirits, so I'd probably stick around.
Okay.
I will make the aim of this as well to basically make this evening focus around Ambrose. That'll be my goal for my nighttime action while I'm doing this.
Okay. Is anyone else going to be with him?
No.
Okay. Then Hex and Juliet will do your nighttime action in a moment. You make him some extra food. Um, he's happy with it. He's happy with the singing. Everything is going so well. He hasn't taken a sip from his rum a single time. Since he has begun to listen to this, since you guys have begun this event. And there's this moment when you were all just kind of talking, where he just kind of looks at the rum bottle and then suddenly and very aggressively walks over to you, Phil Rain. And he says, kind of grabbing you just a little aggressively, he says, "You need to get off this ship."
Does he say this loudly or quietly?
A little too loud, a little uncomfortably loud. But you're in his quarters right now, and the door's closed.
Okay, sense motive. Is this like that's a bad sense motive. Is this like a threat?
Can I roll sense motive too?
Yeah, you can roll two, but you're both there.
If I can't tell if this is a threat, I'll look at Goliad kind of like is he being serious?
Goliad,
Kind of thing?
Ember seems anxious and maybe a little scared. He
Oh,
really just seems scared to you, Goliad. And he continues on just a little bit. You can't really get that, Phil Rain, but Goliad seems to give. I don't know. What do you do, Goliad, to indicate this
Oh.
to Phil Rain?
I'm giving
Yeah.
Goliad like a kind of like a raised eyebrow, like huh, kind of thing.
oh. I imagine Goliath's probably sitting, so I'll stand up and like walk over and put like a soft hand on Ambrose's shoulder. Just be like, "Hey, what's wrong?"
Oh, I'm sorry. I lost control of myself for a little bit. Just ignore me. I'm just a drunk, the cook, drunk of the ship. He goes and he looks like he's gonna go for a giant swig of rum.
Can I take the
Or-
bottle before he does?
Uh, well, yeah, I appreciate my rum now.
I wanna
Right now.
place my hand on his shoulder and lean into his ear, and I'll go. I know, but we're not leaving without you.
Wow. God, it's almost like you're metagaming. Give me a diplomacy roll. Okay. That's still actually pretty high.
I just want to clarify, because like just so you're aware of the metagamey things. Only you can check this. I think I think you. In my bio and info section, I'm making all these different notes that are like changing the trajectory of any goals I have.
Yes, no, I know you're not metagaming. The only person who could do this and be considered metagaming is Lance. I know you're not. It's just surprising. He looks at you, and with an honesty you rarely see from people, says, "They kill the spirit of anyone who stays on this ship for too long, and I think you fellows are quite amazing, very kind to me, an old drunk, and you're just so full of life, and I think you should leave before Scourge kills you."
Do you know why he would kill us?
I
I don't, I can't say I do, but I know who he is as a person. I know that he hates people who look like you, Philrin, and I know that every person on this ship either dies or falls in line. And you don't seem like the sort to fall in line, so you need to leave. Now.
Are you gonna
Next
come
time
with
we're
us?
close to land, run as quickly as you can, get off this ship, leave, and don't look back.
You have to come with us, though, Ambrose.
I
We need
have
you.
No, I don't think there's anything left for me in this world at all. I'm too tired.
Listen, Ambrose. Everyone can be useful.
I have a question.
He kind of takes that in, and he doesn't say anything in response. What are you going to say, Goliath?
Uh, how old does Ambrose look?
The drinking has aged him a bit. Give, I don't know what role that is. A heal or maybe knowledge local?
I feel like heal. Heal makes more sense.
Like heal. Give me a heal check. Wow, that's really good. Um, he looks to be about 50, probably 57. He looks like he's in his, yeah, probably about 57. He looks like sort of young for a 57-year-old. He doesn't smoke, and the drinking has aged him a little bit. But like, yeah, probably about 57.
Okay. Uh, and then I just wanna. I know this is a little odd, but how old are you, Ambrose?
Oh, I don't remember. I've been on this ship. I've been on this ship for so long. Oh,
Well, it's clearly time you got off.
You should
I don't
come with us,
know.
Ambrose.
I
We
don't
can
know
find
if
you a purpose. We can.
I don't know if I can survive it. All I do is drink every day, and that's all I look forward to anymore. I can't escape Scourge, and
Phil
Harrigan
Rain
won't let me
immediately
go.
stops him. He puts his finger against his lip and he goes, "Listen, you may drink away every day, but that's what you could do by yourself. You don't have to be by yourself anymore. Remember, there's three of us in this room. Not one, three. That's 3 times the power that you ever had before. And that can be permanent. Just come with us."
Uh, and as Phil Rain says that, uh, I would like to lift Ambrose and say, we can help carry your weight.
It's funny. Um,
Phil Rain gives you a smile and a nod, like, good job. Good job, buddy.
Tag teaming.
he he looks he looks like a little spark of life has reignited within him. And he says to you, "The only way I'm getting off this ship is if some of the officers die. That's the only way they'll let me out. I'm not like you. I can't punch people so hard they pass out, or talk my way out of any situation. But I can do one thing. I can talk to the officers, and maybe I can get you some information that might help you get out of this situation. If you promise to bring me, I promise to help you to the best of my ability.
Well, then I
Phil
guess.
Rain. So you go.
Then I guess we probably have some funerals to plan then, right?
Phil Rain
He's-
looks him dead in the eye, and he just goes, "I swear on my name, we'll bring you with us."
Ambrose smiles for the first time you've ever seen, and we cut to Juliet. What are you doing for your nighttime accent?
I was gonna go look for Owlbear, basically. To not be coy.
That's so meta, dude. That's so meta.
If you look in the
That's-
notes,
that's-
if you look in the notes, we already know that Plug is keeping someone under wraps. I just didn't feel like explaining it in more words. But yeah, I just want to go and see if I can find the man that's being hidden on the ship.
Okay. All right. That's. Oh, damn. You had to give me a second. That is a tone shift.
You threw
okay.
him for a loop.
You did. You threw me for a loop a little bit, Lancey
You
boy.
did it, Lance. You beat the DM.
Destroyed.
You won the session.
You proud, Lance? You proud?
Ball cap.
Oh my god. All right. You're looking for Owlbear, who you don't know is Owlbear, but it's Owlbear.
Yeah.
Man, where is this nigga kept? He's right. Okay, Okay.
That's a good question. I was running around the ship all day today, or yesterday. So like, did I even see maybe or get told, oh, don't go in there?
Yeah, you can give me. Hold on, I'm looking. Hold on.
You can probably guess
mostly-
where he might be based on where you're not allowed to be, or where you don't know you've been, kind of thing. Or where you know you haven't been.
Yeah, like I can probably logic this.
Okay, he's actually not that hidden.
Okay.
He's actually not hidden at all. Arguably, okay. Wow, this is really effed up, actually. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Okay, I forgot. This is like really bad. All right, right here, there's sort of like draped curtains. You see me ping on that?
Yeah.
Where you can't see some of the storage that stuff is like stored, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a perception check. I think you're gonna pass. This is not really a hard DC. This is pretty easy DC.
19.
Okay. You occasionally hear breathing or muffled speak coming from behind the curtains right here. And it's consistent. You keep hearing it all the time. It's not just around one time of day. It's just kind of constant.
Okay. Juliet, eventually just curiosity wins. She walks over behind the curtain, opens it.
You see a large, very powerful looking man chained to the, oh my god, the foremast here, which I'm trying to, yeah, it's like the mast of the ship below. Chained to the foremast, with iron chains that almost seem to be alchemically altered to be stronger. He's chained, just arms. It's a pretty short chain, but he is able to get on his hands and knees. You see him talking to the rats. Thank you. I was literally gonna look up his photo right now. You see a small club to his side. He currently isn't covered in many feathers. But you do see the chain around his neck also chained. It looks broken. Most of the chain
Oh.
around his arms are what's keeping him there.
That same look she gave to the surgeon, kind of. Just that analytical, what am I looking at kind of look comes across her face. And she opens her mouth to say something, stops herself. Hi.
He kind of like hides. There's nowhere to hide. He just turns his back to you and like crouches down and puts his hands over his head.
You don't have to hide. My name is Juliet.
Oh, um, Master Scourge says that if anyone's caught talking to me, he'll beat me. Please don't talk to me.
It's okay. That's what the curtain's for. They can't see if I'm behind the curtain. I walk behind the curtain and close the curtain.
He kind of slowly looks up and then turns to you. And thinks for a moment, think about what you just said, and then stands at his full height, towering over you. I think he's like 6'5" or something.
Jeepers.
And he says, "Oh, thank you. I'm who are you?
My name's Juliet. I'm new.
Oh, hello, Juliet.
What's your name?
Oh, no one ever asked me my name.
She waits.
It's Owlbear, Hotshorn.
I see. Okay. Like the creature. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I've heard of the creature. It sounds, really, really strong.
Why are you chained up?
Oh, my master is Captain Plug, Mister Plug, Captain Plug.
Does he make you call him Captain?
No, he's lying.
She tries to keep a straight face. She just nods. Okay. Is there anything I can get for you? Maybe some food?
Um, oh, oh, could you get me some crabs?
She once again tries to keep a straight face. Um,
Preferably alive?
okay. I'll try. Yeah, I'll try. Any particular kind of crab you want?
Oh, is there more than one type of crab?
Probably. Let's go with no. I'll just get you some crab, okay?
Okay, just some crab sounds alright. Sounds wonderful. Thank you.
Cool. Take it easy. And she gives
What
him a
is
thumbs up.
what's take it easy mean?
It means I'll see you later.
Okay, okay.
She walks out, closes the curtain behind her, and just a dark look comes on her face. And that's it.
Yeah. Hex.
Speak with Conkabar, I guess?
Conkabar?
Yeah,
I gotta
no.
remember his voice. Oh, hello, my mechanical friend. Are you here for our studies to take place? Yes?
We could. I do have a few questions first.
Of course, of course. Please tell me exactly what questions I can answer.
Plug said something to impress him in 2 days. That was a day ago. So, tomorrow. And we seem to be making haste to a certain direction. What's going on tomorrow?
Oh, well, nah, it's, if Plug says something like that, from what I've gathered from the other crew, and this is just hearsay, so please take this for a grain of salt, I believe he's going to, there's a fellow by the name of owlbear that he's going to showcase, probably. He likes to make him fight for the entertainment of the other crew. It's quite boorish, quite brutal, in my opinion. I'm not much for watching it.
Pug's probably going to have me fight him.
Yes, that sounds about right. He likes to test the new blood with owlbear. Make them fight, not to the death, mind you, but enough to be hurt. It seems to increase the morale of the crew. People like it, for the most part. Rosie hates it. That's Rosie for you. But yes, he tends to taw him, put him in feathers, dress him up in silly costumes, beat him randomly for no reason. Um, People seem to like having someone under them, it seems, so the rest of the crew quite like it.
So, that appears to know what's going on tomorrow. So what about these studies?
Yes, so that's not tomorrow. It's probably in a day or two. He doesn't. He usually takes a little while to get Owlbear prepped. But yes, the studies. Conqueror is basically just going to interview you, ask you a bunch of questions about yourself, and then just kind of ask if he can inspect you. And he's just going to take lots and lots of notes on your body, the make of it, and kind of the type of creature you are. Um, and just kind of keeps it for himself. He doesn't really tell you the exact reason. He just seems extremely interested in kind of how you function.
Make sense motive for him.
Yeah, go make a sense motive. Okay.
I specialize in sense motive.
You do, don't you? Yeah. Um, okay. Well, all right, hold on. Congabar is a pretty good. He's pretty hard to read. Let me see something real quick. He's pretty hard to read. Okay. He's gonna roll a. Hold on, that might not be enough. All right. He's a bard that can't bluff. I just.
He's
Paizo.
very
Paizo, what are you doing? Wait.
open-mouthed about his opinions.
Hold on. Lance, quick question. Maybe he's not there. Okay, then you. What level do bards get the thing that allows them to sacrifice skills for performance?
I think like level 3, and they pick each level. I mean, Bard,
Oh wait.
Pathfinder.
It's level 2. It's level 2. It's level 2.
So you can use to perform instead of something if he chooses that.
Okay, then he's not that bad at bluff. All right.
Versatile performance.
Yes, versatile performance. He's not that bad at bluff then. You got nope, not enough. Okay, so he seems to be studying you with the intention of replicating you.
Okay.
He thinks you're just a construct. After talking to you, he kind of realizes that you're maybe a bit more advanced a construct. But his goal seems, just based on how he's studying and interviewing you, he's asking you questions that would allow him to reproduce whatever produced you.
Though with backstory information, he might run into certain troubles because he is one person.
Correct. And also you don't have your memories, which is
Yeah.
kind of impeding his process.
But he'd be able to probably recognize if he saw something else like me and figured they're the same source.
Mm-hmm.
The replication with the backstory requires more than one person.
Yes. So he's just kind of curious. He hasn't really figured it out yet. He still seems very interested in you. But yeah, no, he's just trying to figure you out, literally. And kind of failing. But he's learning about you. His interest is somewhat genuine. And you found yourself kind of interested in him, maybe slightly. He's an interesting person in general, and he's very amicable.
Okay, so
Um,
roll
you can get,
diplomacy?
yeah, give me a diplomacy. And you can get, okay. The
If
DC's
I
not that high
fa-
for him.
okay, if I failed, I can ignore my first failure per person per day.
Okay. Um, go ahead and give me a. You can get one piece of gossip about anyone on this ship. Or I can tell you all the names of the crew.
I think Lance would want to know the name
And when
of
I
the.
say gossip, I mean something deep, like something juicy. So it's up to you.
So who's here? The other players, are they here or are they gone?
Jen,
Oh yeah, so we're
Cody.
all here.
So, do you want to know the name of the crew or do you want gossip on Scourge?
I mean,
I don't really
Cody, you're
care that I
muted.
don't know the names officially, because it's probably really easy in game to just be like, "Hey, who's that? Oh, bet."
Yeah.
You know, get us the
The
gossip, bro.
argument makes sense.
Cody, are you
I'm-
muted?
He said he'd
One,
right.
just 1 second.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
So I guess
I'm not super bothered because I feel like it wouldn't make sense for you to ask something I would want because you don't know me that well yet.
so I'd ask. So my I guess would motivation would be asking about Scourge because that is my current thread goal.
Hey, you want to know about Scourge? Let me see if I can dig up some information about him for you.
I'm sorry, I'm back. What did I miss?
He's getting some juicy info on Scourge. Okay. All right. Scourge is a piece of juicy gossip. So Cogboard just says Scourge is absolute garbage in terms of being a human being. I do have some good information on him. Well, you know that him and Plug are buddy buddy. Um, Scourge is a sniveling little rat, but the one thing he doesn't want anyone to know, including Plug, for the most part, although Plug probably does already know, is the fact that Scourge worships a very evil god. That god is known as.
Alien.
No, I'm not familiar with that god. Which is interesting because I know a lot of gods. That god is. Well, actually, even I'm not exactly sure. Regardless, it's the god of pestilence. Um, but its name is sort of removed from history. People aren't really allowed to know about it. It starts with a U, I believe. Ogerthoa. Ogerthoa. He worships Ogerthoa. And in his room, he has a shrine to her. Every once in a while, sickness will come through the crew. And if it does, you can bet he's to blame. He does some weird magics and rituals in the background. It tends to cause the rest of us to suffer for his god. But he can't kill anyone, or else Plug or the captain would kill him. So, they did give him that really good whip, though. So, I guess he's kind of doing well for himself with that god.
He sounds like an absolute inefficiency.
He is. He is a worthless waste of space. Yes. Well, that's probably one of his biggest secrets. He seems to hate you all a lot, especially Phil Rain. He hates him a lot.
I think one thing, the gossip you have provided me might provide another clue of why he especially hates me.
Perhaps. He hates a lot of people, but he
I'm
hates
immune to
you a lot as well. What did you say?
I am immune to diseases.
Oh.
Thus, my entire existence is an anathema to his deity.
That would probably make him hate you, yes. Wow, that's fascinating. If only everyone had that ability. Yes, he does tend to spread diseases. Um, if you're immune to diseases, yes, his god might hate you. You might want to be especially careful around him. Don't know what he's quite capable of myself, so yes, just be careful with him.
This has been a very enlightening conversation.
Thank you. This has been very enlightening for me too. All right, I'm leaving now. Goodbye. He walks out.
Goodbye. And that concludes her actions.
And that is going to conclude the session.
Wow.
Wow.
We we got.
God, that
Wow.
Thank you. We got 2 and 3 done. We got day 2 and 3 done. Next session, we'll probably get some more stuff done. You may be getting a level up next session. Either next session or the session after. I'm not sure which I would prefer.
Next session would be really good because level 3, I can actually start doing damage.
Next session would also be good because we're about to break and go back to Wise Game, and it'd be nice to have 2 weeks to level up.
Yeah. So next session depends on how much we get done. I don't want you to rush through stuff. Next session we'll probably go through a lot of days. I'm gonna be honest with you. Probably gonna go through like 6 days, and we're gonna sort of go a little bit faster. I do want to use some of the days for homebrew stuff. But we will go a little bit faster. I've kind of gotten the hang of this GMing thing again, so that'll be.
I mean,
good.
that's like
good.
our decision, though, isn't it? Whether you've gotten the hang of it or not.
True.